I have golfed.
All right, so sorry about that. So, but you were saying you like playing golf?
Oh yes, I'm a golfing fanatic, man. I saw Michael Jordan in 1993, 93 or 92 on the Jay Leno show, and he asked Jordan. He said, who are your heroes? And he said, I watch that kid Tiger Woods.
Wow,
That's my hero, Tiger Woods.
that's fine.
And I said, "Are you kidding? The greatest that ever did it, the dude behind me likes a golfer." And I, I really started following Tiger Woods, and I got into golf in 92. Bought some clubs, and it is one of the most addictive things you'll ever do in your life. If
Yeah,
you are
you just
a
want to keep getting better at it.
you can't put them down. You can't put them down, man. I got to about a 12 handicap at my best. Man, I just love it. It cleared up a lot of stuff for other sports because everything has a technique and everything has film and everything has biomechanics and kinetics and kinematics, and you learn so much about everything from a jump shot to catching a football to throwing the football to blocking to tackling to pitching to stolen bases to running. Everything has these intricate details of movement, and you learn all of that through golf and critical game theory. Which brings me to Brock Purdy. Everybody's talking about who's the best quarterback, and this quarterback can do this. And in golf, all that don't matter, brother. It's all about what you put on the scorecard.
You know what's underrated?
What you put on the scorecard.
The serve of a volleyball. Like serving a volleyball is a very underrated talent. You get off your feet, you throw a ball in the air, and you have to hit it in the air and then get it right over the net and still inside the lines.
There it is. Yeah, it's these intricacies. It's where you put your elbow in a static position. Hey, Miss Violet, that's my friend, man. I picked Miss Violet up a couple of months ago, and she is all about these Niners, and she follows me. Hey, Miss Violet, good to see you tonight. I'm streaming it on my channel as well. Awesome.
Sweet. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you. We got old Tommy. Of course, we're live on my channel too, Tommy. Saying hello to everybody.
Cool.
I think he's more or less talking to this guy, but well, yeah, we'll see.
Rams are dangerous. Rams are dangerous.
They are. If you piss them off, like and I'm talking like a real life ram, it might just try to headbutt you.
Man, these Rams, they have reloaded, reshuffled, and they ready to restruct. They quick, fast, in a hurry. I thought they'd be in the doldrums. They ready.
They're confident, and the Chiefs fans, I get to call them losers again. Like, what? You didn't win no Super Bowl. You're just some losers with not 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I saw Kelsey on with his brother, man, and he's really going through it. He's like, man, we lost. And I just can't believe it.
Can't believe we win 5 times.
Well, look, they might have won the NFC West, but at the end, they were sitting home watching the Super Bowl just like
Yeah.
I saw him, man. Everybody's got that. I said, "Oh, I know that feeling. Yeah, when you lose a Super Bowl, yeah, it hurts real bad." He said, "I'm so depressed. I don't
Yeah,
even know if I want to come back in next year." I'm like,
that's
"Yeah."
right. And look, it's a good. I mean, think about it. You don't want to go like just now. He can retire. He's finally done. He can be married and all over the world with his girlfriend and do fun, crazy things. It's time to like step away, please.
I'd
Heck,
like
we
it.
got like,
I,
oh,
I,
okay, there
I
we go.
am not an objection.
Yeah, there are
Yeah,
plenty of
Crazy Juice in the building. What's up, buddy?
Crazy keeps coming at you,
John Jay, what's cracking?
What's up, John Jay?
Jay.
We
Jibo
got,
Schmidt.
let's see. I'm not even gonna try. There we go. I'm not setting you up as my default browser. No, thank you. You're good at some things, but not everything.
It's not everything. Yeah, you can't be good at everything. Nobody likes a know-it-all.
Hmm. Jack of all trades is better than
Well, I have a
someone
couple of browser
you're
options on
at
this
everything.
laptop,
Master of none.
and I like this bad boy though. All right, so you know what? The question is, what are we doing right off the bat? Now, I do want to give you guys time to do the Myles Garrett debate. That is for sure. Because you're both
Myles
on different
Garrett.
ends of the spectrum.
That's
You
my
know,
guy.
I want pass rush from the inside, but I don't know. You know, we'll see how the 49ers, off season actually progresses. But
It's a deep draft, man. You can get everything you want. I really feel it's so many steals out there. Uh, I'm seeing everybody looking at this guy and that guy, but it's a lot of really good quality picks. And I went back, looked at their highlights, look back at their capabilities, look back at their techniques and PFF grades, and I follow college football, so it's some good stuff out there. And you're on my site right there. That's NFL Draft Buzz, right? NFL
this is my favorite thing. I like using this site
that is a
because they
very
do they
good,
give you all kinds of stuff.
concise. Yes, sir.
So, and
I look at
another reason
all
why I
of
like I don't know if you can see it's telling me that. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can get that off there. Nope. But it's telling me, please set it up as your default browser. I actually have all advertisements blocked on this one. So there's no
David,
there's no advertisements.
awesome.
There's the trick.
do you prefer Microsoft? Because I feel like Apple is just a lot. Like I'm in my personal opinion, Apple is just easier for me. I never have problems like that.
I'm actually a Droid guy when it comes down to it.
Oh, Dave, really?
Hey,
Oh,
this engineer used to live next to me, and he used to tell we had that discussion, and it ended with pretty much droids. You can adapt to what you're doing. You know, you could have a droid phone for years, and it'll adapt. You can make changes to it. An iPhone is what it is out the box, and you're not going to be able to change it like you could a droid. That's what he told me. So it all depends on what you're about, you know.
Yeah.
And I like things that are adaptive, so I like my droid. You know, I'm not necessarily prejudiced, so I've like at work I actually have an iPad tablet, and that's what I do my work off of.
What's up, Bebop?
But
yeah, I love.
But when I first started, it was like
everything
technology to me, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway, but my wife was Droid for years until she got that iPhone, and now, boy, you can't keep her up.
Man,
I wanna see something just for. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna start off.
I like that juice.
Of course, we're gonna start off by doing the right thing here.
I'm telling you, I would love to have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds. I would be very happy with that.
4 picks in the
look,
first.
He's still on the roster. You see?
I'm on the rooster.
Deebo
Deebo still on the roster.
Deebo Sams.
Yes. And let's go say our second, right? And we'll go our second, third. Now I don't think Cleveland's going to take that, right? I'm trying to keep the 11th overall pick. If you didn't notice,
What are you getting rid of Deebo, or are you adding? Oh, you're adding Myles. Okay.
I added Deebo to the trade and 2 draft picks, a second and a third.
I mean, if I'm Cleveland, I'll take Deebo. If you want to give him to me.
Well,
Yeah,
they kinda,
Cleveland need a bunch.
now we're about to see.
They got the fast guy.
And reject. Did you see that?
I
See how fast that needle went over?
That's because you added Deebo.
You got to come in the door with 2 firsts.
Yeah,
this year's in
right. That's exactly right. And that's what I'm telling people. That's all I'm telling them. It's going to take more than one. They're not just going to give you the 11th pick and Deebo, and they're going to throw you Myles Garrett for the next 3, 4 years, 5 years. It's not going to happen.
Now, watch this, though. Watch this. We're adding the 11th pick to the trade, right?
Oh, with Deebo, you mean?
And we'll throw Deebo on here. Why does it give me Willie Snead?
Where's he at? Is he in?
Why is it giving me Willie Snead? This is
I guess
2025, right?
On a practice squad, I
Well,
guess.
we have the 11th overall pick. Yes, it's the 2025.
Okay. I ain't seen Willie Snead in a minute.
That's what I'm wondering. Why is it giving me Willie Snead? He talked smack on us after he left.
I'm Sam Snead. Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while, that name.
Of course, you gotta go down to the deep.
With incredible plans.
You find the guy that's in all the rumors, add the trade. And look,
Get all these
accepted our first round pick in Deebo with 75% is what it's giving it.
Bebop, thanks for subscribing, man. I really appreciate it, dude. I promise not to bother you with my videos.
Hook me up.
Bebop, he will annoy the living hell out of you. Don't listen.
Bebop will annoy me. Impossible. I know Bebop and where he comes from and where he comes from before that. So he can't get to me.
That's funny.
We're practically related, I bet.
So here we go. We're gonna offer the trade. Deebo Samuel. We received Myles Garrett. They received the 11th overall pick. Decide. And there we go.
Well, that's too easy, but I mean, we'll take it. But that's probably not gonna happen.
Whoa, that's awesome.
No, that happened, right?
I thought it would take 2 number ones coming in.
But I will say this: if I'm Cleveland, okay, I would love to keep Myles, and then I'd love to get Abdul Carter because I'm pretty sure Tennessee would take Travis Hunter, who is clearly the best person in this draft, and then we have a nice defense there. How can Myles not like that?
I don't think Tennessee's going to take Travis Hunter. I think they're going to take a QB.
Well, then that's even better. Then they can have Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter. Bring over Kirk Cousins or someone like that to be the quarterback. Kirk Cousins quarterback, that's fine. Daniel Jones could even make that team succeed with the people that they have. Well, think about it. Remember, they're not trying to win any Super Bowls, so they're just trying to build their team. So I'm just saying, someone like Daniel Jones could be the quarterback.
And that's Miles's problem. He dude.
Yeah. That's just it. He wants a Super Bowl. Right? But Cleveland doesn't have to trade him. Remember, they don't have to do anything.
They don't have to, but if you have a disgruntled all-star, it really doesn't go well, man.
He's not going to be happy.
My back hurt. Stuff that you can't prove. My back hurts a little bit. My hammy.
Wait, just one thing I want to say too about that is: should Myles Garrett be getting any special favors from anybody, or should he be lucky to still be in the NFL? Should he be making demands from anybody?
Myles Garrett is generational. I can't stress this enough.
He's definitely the only person to ever do something in the NFL, which is rip off somebody's helmet and hit them in the head with it.
Well, okay, you can go to his floor, but Look at the numbers he's producing for the past 4, 5, 6, 7 years. He's just consistent. Just look at him with his shirt off.
Yeah.
He's not a fat boy. He gives you all he's got. Just look at the fans. Sometimes, and I'll go a little biblical here, because you can't see faith and you can't see Holy Spirit. You can't see God. What you have to look at is the effects. It's like wind.
Let's draft like this trade is going to happen, though.
Okay.
So here we are. We're at 43. They're the Sea Chickens. Oh my goodness, they wouldn't offer us this. So they're offering us the 50th overall, drop back 7 spots. The 137th in the 4th, which would give us 3 picks in a row, I believe.
Jeez.
And Artie Burns, cornerback, who I've never heard of.
Last time we had 3 picks in a row.
Artie Burns was a solid corner. He was at least coming out.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are offering us the 53 and 84. Now that's... I'm going to minimize.
That's for your 43rd, though, right? Yeah.
I'm going to minimize because I want to see what's on the board. Tyler Warren.
I mean, that's not terrible. Jalen Walker's right there.
Here.
Love to pick him up.
Artie Burns went to the U, Miami Northwestern High School, the Bulls of Northwestern, 6 feet, 187. Artie Burns is a solid player, career history with Pittsburgh, Chicago, Seattle.
Eric Wallace and Dan.
University of Minnesota. Who this guy? Like, dang.
He is.
He's supposed to be very
heavy. Go to Google.
Look at his hands.
Listen to me real quick. Go to YouTube and look up this young man versus Abdul Carter. They played each other.
They did.
Look how this man did against Abdul Carter, who everybody says
is elite.
Consensus elite, can't be beat mug. Just check him out. All I say.
And prove everybody wrong. When you look at his measurables, he's got tiny arms and little arms or whatever, and it didn't seem to stop him from stopping Abdul Carter.
He just
hold on a second.
See the span in the hands?
His arms are in the middle. They're not tiny. No, they're not T-Rex like.
His hands and his wingspan, so that is a problem.
Yeah,
especially for the guy outside to have no wingspan.
Look at the guys
red
who
wingspan. That's pretty.
Just show me the guys that can play. I don't
that's
care.
What I mean. It's
all
not
the other
measurables. You have to watch them play.
So his hometown is Kansas City. That doesn't mean he's a Chiefs fan, folks. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, if I grew up there, I probably wouldn't be a Chiefs fan either. So
6'5".
Mbo. Purdue.
He's in the red in a lot of areas. Arms are even smaller than the last guy's. Span's smaller than the last guy's. His hands are an inch bigger, Kenny.
Well, hey, listen, everyone would take 1 more inch. Am I right?
Pause.
If they're giving inches away, I'm just saying.
It's the guy with the mullet. These guys are projecting him to be a guard, right?
Eric Wallace.
Yeah, that's what happened. You draft tackles, and we will kick them into guard.
Into guard.
It's a good, he still fits. I'm telling you, these offensive linemen.
It's not how we do that.
Probably pretty good. If you don't see a neck on a man, he's probably a good tackle.
6'4", 320, huh?
Donovan Jackson, not bad. The height is, I don't know why they're giving him red on the height. I think that's a little much, but that's just how they do it, by like centimeters, by tiny like fragments of hair lengths. They're judging these men on these.
Why does this vertical matter? He's an offensive lineman. We're not asking him to catch jump passes.
That's true, and he's not even blocking punts or anything, which is weird.
Your vertical speaks to the power that you can generate very, very quickly.
Look at the 247 sports grade, though.
24/7.
I mean,
Yeah,
4, 5, and 5 is pretty nice.
he's
I mean,
that.
99 out of 100. ESPN gives him an 86 out of 100.
How does he have? Oh, not yet. It's probably just an option to look at his combine results. I was going to say, how do you get his combine results already? I think it's just an option for when they get the combine done.
When the combine will change these boards so drastically, and I'm not a huge fan of the underwear Olympics because it gives a guy that can't actually play football the opportunity to show his athletic potential, and then he gets drafted early, like say Solomon Thomas, and he ends up not working out.
There you go.
I'm just, I'm not just saying. I'm saying.
I don't put too much stock in that combine either. It's not the combine is what we call a confluence, a part of the confluence. You look at him, he's fast, or he does something he's really strong. So you go back and you look at his film and see if it matches up.
We agree we got to tackle the O line, right? I kind of like Norman Lott, and I like his name too. Did you see that guy down there? I see a little more buzz about him.
Holy moly, a 4.68.
In a 40, yeah.
6'3", 327, runs a 4.68. That's an interior defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Tackling
70.
But are you going to ask him to run routes or whatever?
Nice.
And jumping back to your Norman Lott, on my mock draft, I picked him up. He was a B+ on PFF.
Yeah.
Norman Lott.
More buzz about him. I kind of like him, and he may be in that spot. I don't know if he's good enough to take at 43.
PFF's actually weird. Before they did that, you got to pay to get me. I did all kinds of stuff with them, and I drafted someone they weren't recommended. He was down the board. They gave me an A. I was like, okay, why are you giving me an A for this guy? Can I get an explanation?
Well, that guy's got some nice looking measurables and ratings right now. This guy. Who are we looking at?
This guy does.
It's really nice. Blue, green. That's pretty nasty. Alfred
Collins from Texas, but
that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think I had him.
The guy I'm actually really liking on him. This ain't him. I'll do.
He's
him.
an interior guy. He only had 1 sack, but it's hard to get sacks on the
crap. This has got to be an edge.
Wow,
16 and a half sacks.
He could possibly be a linebacker on the outside too.
Solid guy, 6'2", 247. Donovan Izuriku. And he's nice. He's from Boston College, and Boston College has really good play. They have an excellent program up there. That matters too. I factored that into where you coming from, and the coaches, your assistant coaches, they just have a habit of getting good players and developing them. They develop very well at Boston College. Remember Chris Borland? He was Boston College.
The best athlete in my high school went to Boston College.
How is that? He's an edge though. That's what they have him listed as. This is a guy I got my eyes on though.
Young.
University of Kentucky, 6'6", 345.
Detroit, Michigan. I like the hometown because it tells you a lot about a man, I think. And so Detroit, Michigan, 6'6". You think you're going to push him around?
Arms are good, hands good, span's good.
Wow, blue. That's nasty.
He plays with a high pad level.
It looks
but
like
he can because he's so strong. The film says this guy is up to against NFL guys. If you are up that high, you tend to get blasted. But he could do it on. He's so strong. He could play up high.
He's definitely top heavy. There's no doubt about it. At 350, 6'6", his weight is going to be above his waist, and it's going to, But what a huge.
Is Jalen Walker even on here? Yes, he is.
Man, here's the thing about Walker, right? He can play edge and he can play linebacker, and so if we can get someone like that, I think it's double, right? Because we could use him when we got 3 linebackers out there, but we can use him on the edge as well. Because we need that third linebacker, man. We missed Aziz last year. I mean, we would have lost anyway, but he was a a loss that I've missed.
Well, hold on. No one offered us a trade. I mean, is Tyler Warren's the obvious pick here because he fell?
For us?
You wrong?
I don't know, man.
It's a
You
tight
can
end.
wherever you want. I would go Jalen.
It's a tight end draft. You can get quality tight ends in the 4th round.
I'm actually surprised Denver didn't take Tyler Warren with their first pick because I really think that could possibly happen.
I think that's more than likely going to happen.
He's good. He's a Virginia guy.
Unless
I love him, but
I also hear like Kyle Pitts, as a free agent, if Kyle Pitts goes to the Broncos, that wouldn't be so bad either.
Oh, so this is in case Dre Greenlaw leaves us. That this is assuming Dre Greenlaw leaves.
You went with Jalen?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you'll be
now's when you see it though. This guy, Fanning Jr., that's actually a guy I have my eyes on right there. 6'4", 230, could probably use an extra 8-9 pounds.
Top 3 tight end coming out of the draft, I believe.
4'6", 240, 10 receiving touchdowns. He is a legitimate red zone threat.
He played at Bowling Green.
His hands are about the same as Patrick Mahomes. Who cares?
And
Bowling Green is FCS, and the level of competition, you have to consider that. He's at Bowling Green. He didn't play in the Power 5, but
because there are divisions.
He's worth a shot.
There are divisions where clearly the competition is much better. So,
I mean, I do like the guy. We got Alfred Collins still though.
If he's there, man, like that's pretty awesome. I mean, he's got to have negatives. You want to look at his weaknesses and see what they are.
Let's see the tight ends that are left though.
Look at first, because the good news is great news, but I want to know the bad news. Gunner.
I like his name. I like his first name.
Straight out of the womb, Gunner.
I do. This is Elijah Arroyo from the U. We had a really good year. Like I was telling everybody last year, grab these Florida State kids. I'm telling you this year, the U played out of their minds.
Did that kid that you just said, did he play last year for the team that got left out of the bowl?
Arroyo? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So he's got a chip on his shoulder like Renardo Green does.
Yes, sir.
What's going to happen with Bethune? Are we going to be able to keep him, or did he fall off?
Look at this. Look, so. The edges are.
I like having guys from the same college. I mean, that makes sense to me. Yeah,
edges are getting thin. Let's look at O-line here. Oh boy,
Dylan Fairchild. I also hear a lot more. I'm starting to get like hearing things.
Got a Boston College guy here though.
Ozzy's a cool name. I got
6'8", 309. Is that Mike McGlinchey 2.0?
Oh my God, it is.
Could be. He's only 309. But he went to BC. I haven't looked at the film. He might be all right. Charles Grant is smart, if nothing else. He went to William and Mary. That is the second oldest institution in the United States behind Harvard.
Spongy's resident.
Spongy in the chat. What up, buddy?
He's our resident Doogie Howser, Spongy.
It's FBS, not FCS. That's what Spongy's saying. I need to freaking put my StreamYard. All right. Yeah, I do. I need to put my StreamYard up on my tablet so I can keep an eye on it.
John Jay is the college guy. I think Terradome also knows a lot about college, but John Jay knows a lot about college football.
Okay, I was just checking to see if Bryant was here yet. He might come by at some point.
So
all right. So who's the pick here? I think Alfred Collins.
I vote Collins, but I'm sure that the Niners won't pick him because he'll probably not be there or be gone or something happened by then. But Elijah Arroyo.
What is his run defense?
We can't take a wide receiver again. People are going to be mad if we do that.
94%, 85 tackling. Yeah, we need a guy like this guy in the middle.
Yeah, we got to replace what used to be the middle of this line on the defense.
Yeah.
And here we are. Look, he's still on the board. Is that crazy?
The tight end, you like him? Sampson too. People love him now. Cuba.
If you like them, go get them.
Who are our safeties in 2025? Who's our safeties?
I like a kid out of Texas named Makuba.
Yeah, that's who I see there. That's why I'm asking, because I think
I've actually had the opportunity to draft him. I've drafted him a few times so far. You actually showed some tape on this cat too, though.
Yeah,
4'3", 6 foot. Holy moly!
I've been on him for at least a month. University of Texas. He used to play at Clemson University. He was freshman of the year at Clemson University. He was a slot corner. He could cover the slot. He's explosive. I think he's going to run a 40 at the combine, and the secret will be out. He is serious.
So that could be like the next like Cooper DeJean type of guy.
Yes, sir.
Everyone assumed he was going to be a safety, but
not a safety.
Very serious safety, man, and that's what we need here. We have a lot of box safeties, but we need a free safety.
Yeah,
somebody who can play center field. That's our guy.
Which I liked Renardo Green to be, but I guess he's going to be playing cornerback.
This guy's like. See, now is when it comes to what are we actually doing here? Because I like this Fanning Jr. kid, but at the same time,
all right, so
right down here?
Linebacker, and we have a defensive tackle. I mean, we're going to have to look at the O-line at some point, no?
Yes, we are.
French players.
We are, but we got Robert Saleh on. We need to get that defense back on track, right?
We need to get that right, yeah. Maybe some players will want to come.
Here we are. We're at 110. Mr. Fanning Jr. is so tempting right here.
Yeah, Georgia, Texas. I love it. So
if you looked at it twice, that's your guy.
Where
you go for your guy.
If we can get Ratledge next, that'd be fantastic.
Ratledge is kind of a big fella.
The McGlinchey guy.
94 and 77 grades there. Let's see. That's all it gives us. Come on. Do what I want you to do.
Oh, that's why.
This guy, senior. Okay, that's fine. 88 and 80. So honestly, the 77, the run blocking, that's not far off from that.
6'6", a little shorter. He's got the weight, and he's going to get bigger.
He's a guard, though. That's why I don't want the tallest guard you can get. Look, Jake Major's still hanging out.
Jake Major's nice, too. That's a very nice pick. Can you imagine leaving with 3 Texas players? That would be wild.
Didn't Kyle go to Texas?
We'd have to make some 49ers in Texas when we do that.
So, in my opinion, we're going to a passing offense. So, I think Fairchild is a better fit than Ratledge because of the passing, blocking grade. Because these guys gave him a 94. The other guy was an 88. So, I think due to what we're heading for, there's our left guard. The Cowboys, you guys want to trade with us? You can kiss my ass. Falcons and reject all.
Okay, so I know people
on O-line.
Oh, I know you guys know the movie.
Dang,
you know that movie North Dallas 40 with Nick Nolte?
Oh yeah.
I know you guys have probably seen it, but if you haven't seen it recently, see it again. It's like the best movie about like injuries and like getting older in the NFL and shit. And the coach is an animal. He's just like such a mean son of a bitch.
Look at the edges. Look at the edges, guys.
That's what
Look at the rank on that. 305. No more edges left. But we traded for Myles Garrett in this draft.
Yeah.
And we have Peter Gross Matos, Leonard Floyd, Drake Jackson. I don't think, if that ends up happening, I don't see us taking an edge anytime early.
I mean, if we had Garrett, Floyd, and Bosa, I mean, I'm willing to bet that we have a top 3 defense next year. I don't care who's in the backfield or who the linebackers are. What do you think?
So who took Jake Majors?
Pretty nasty.
Myles Garrett is.
I'm wondering. We have 2 picks in a row here.
Garrett makes us a top 3.
There, the Detroit Lions. Them bastards.
Yeah.
Look, you got running back.
What mine? Running back.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
So he's from Georgia.
6'3",
310.
He's pretty. I liked him. I when I look at the film, I didn't see him getting beat. And Brendel was ranked at one time 39th amongst 32 starting centers.
Yeah. I mean, 6 to 7 centers that weren't playing were ranked better.
That weren't even playing were better than Brent, and you just can't have that. And I'm putting together a show to show really how bad Brendel was.
They love that guy.
He's a nice young man, but this is horrible.
Syracuse, from Fort Lauderdale to Syracuse.
A
little chilly. Bring a sweater.
The only
hands 82. QB rating when targeted 114.4. Deep threat blocking 64. Okay.
The blocking is because he doesn't weigh anything, but once he gets in the gym, he'll be all right.
He only needs 7-8 pounds.
He needs at least 20 pounds, in my opinion.
I think 7. I think George Kittle. What is George Kittle, Terror Dome? I know he's 6'4". Isn't he 245?
As a tight end, George Kittle?
Let's see.
Yes.
Yeah. I got George Kittle 6'4", 250.
Yeah, 250 is the minimum, I would say.
250. Okay.
Yeah, these guys are all little because they're just kids. They'll be at least 20 pounds heavier in 6-8 months. Just putting on
this
muscle.
Guy, this guy's 6'5", though.
Red zone.
It's just the run blocking. This guy's a better run blocker than the other guy.
And
That's
something Kyle's going to look at. We all know this. So let's take us a tight end right here.
CT9, the 11th pick. CT9.
What round were we in?
Pick was David.
Oh my goodness! Why would I tell you that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
Myles Garrett.
Yeah, we traded for Myles Garrett. So we're at 189. We still have 3 7th rounders in this one.
David, you took 4 defensive players to start the game.
We just got Robert Saleh back,
I know, and Myles Garrett.
I did. Where's Steve-O? He'd be proud of me for not picking an offensive lineman. So we're going to
give up 7 points a game at this point.
If you
we picked 3 defensive players to start.
Yeah.
And
then 3 offensive players.
Yeah, what did it not? If you can get Andrew Makuba here, it is worth.
Oh wow, Scatterboo is. Can you imagine,
dude? We're not drafting Scatterboo. I don't know what.
I will say this:
we got Makuba right there at 99.
That's special. I'm gonna say
Andrew Makuba, get him.
I got him. We drafted him at 99 in the 3rd round.
Okay,
we got him.
Scatterboo is still there. To be honest,
all right,
we got Dylan Fairchild, Jared Wilson. We went offensive line in the 4th round.
Okay,
which is typical of the 49ers. Let's be honest. And then we went with the tight end in the 4th round too, because it's a deep tight end class. But we have no 5th round pick this year because the NFL took it away for us. For us having some bad math or something like that.
A little DI or something. We just got good people. This is where you go crazy on your running backs or receivers at that 6th, 7th. If you see
So
something you like, and
Antoine
on the 6
Wells,
or
huh?
7, you
There's
go
no
ahead.
way Scatterbo was going to be there in the real life.
In real life, we don't. He could end up being an undrafted free agent. Hands 41. Yeah, you're definitely you're probably in Kyle's wheelhouse there.
See if Samuel Brown Jr. is available from the U. 6'2",
4.35.
4'4" guy. Really, I think would fit in good here. Samuel Brown. They might have already taken him, but if he's down there, put
Let's
that into
see.
serious consideration.
Sam Brown,
There he is.
6'2", 195.
Savannah, Georgia, hometown.
92.7.
When you look at that stuff now, remember where it's like this late in the rounds.
Yeah.
I don't know about. Let's see how many snaps. That's a lot of snaps.
He took a back seat to Restrepo this year because Restrepo was featured more.
Yeah.
And Restrepo's like a 5th or 6th year guy, but this kid is Jerry Rice was 6'2". He's tall enough. He'll get down the field. You can find him. He's a solid kid. He does what he's told. He'll run the routes. You know,
I saw a
that's
guy.
what
I actually like did one last night, and I saw a guy from Tennessee that I'm not seeing here. I think he was from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
He's 6'5", like 225, and ran a 4.3. I'm like, why are you so low on the rankings? Look at this guy's hair. Holy moly!
Are they counting the hair though? Because that's not fair if they're counting the hair.
if they're counting the hair on the 6'3", then that's really not fair.
Yeah, I had a box fade when I was younger, so
Like Kid and Play.
Yeah, rock him with the
Yeah.
part in it.
Okay. It's just like, what are we doing here? You know, that's the question of the day. We already got a center, already got a guard. That's all that's left. What about QB? We need to back up. Oh, hell no.
Nope.
Running back, Scatterbo, wide receiver.
You not pick him up. He's right there.
Yeah, Scatterbo, man.
Scatterbo.
Yeah, this is the year you go for.
Serious? All right. I'll draft him. Although he'll get cut and be picked up by the Rams.
Heard someone say it's Scatterboo.
But
I'm not sure yet.
It's 6th round, so I can work with that. Moving up to the 4th or the 3rd to get it, that's when we're in trouble. But
okay, I saw a lot of people really liking Scatterbo. The way he breaks tackles.
Right, we got 3 picks left. Go back to wide receivers.
He could be our replacement. I mean, him and Garendo, those big guys running the
picture. Your guy. Yeah, someone pick your guy. Who's this guy out of Missouri, though?
Sam Brown's gone.
Yep, someone did. They picked your guy.
He's a good
He's
pick.
got some yards, 60 receptions, 884 yards. 4.42. That's the same as Ricky Purcell. So 87 hands, one. Dang. No block, no rock though. He's 56 on the block.
I can show him how to block, man. just
6'3", 195. He's 4.65. He's really slow.
Corey Brooks.
If he has horrible hands, then he's what, you know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's probably a Ricky Bell type guy. You know.
4.5. What? 89.4. I'm looking at the QB rating when targeted for a reason because that says a lot.
What number pick is this? 232 something or no? Is that?
We're at 228. We're at 228 right now.
You can take a receiver or running back or whatever you're looking for.
Is your guy's gone, huh? Ain't he? Yeah, he's gone.
Oh yeah.
They must have seen us look at him, and they were like, "Nope,
Nope. You want that guy from the U, and receivers from the U do well. Good receiver coach down there.
isn't this guy 5'11", 290?"
At receiver?
You know who that is?
No, this is a guard. This is a guard from North Carolina. Now, if you're talking about pad level and getting low, this guy is going to win being 5'11".
Mm-hmm.
Willie Lampkin.
Right?
Yeah. I had a guy.
I mean, if it's all about pad level and getting low, right?
Yeah, he's an undrafted guy.
I've heard his name a few times here and there.
Jonah
likely going to go
Moynihan.
undrafted.
He's from USC. I think they would take a flyer on him. He's from USC, and they like their West Coast guys. They never go past the Mississippi very much, but this is where the best ball players are. Sorry.
The tight end from Notre Dame is still there. Look,
What
we got
about
a place kicker?
What about my tight end from Texas Tech? His name is Jalen Conyers. Is he around?
Tight end, Jalen Conyers.
Hey, wait a minute. Tyler Batty from the University of Miami should be around here. I doubt was he picked up already?
265. That's like having an extra offensive lineman out there.
Get him. Get Jalen Conyers, Texas Tech. Get him. Just trust me. Get him. I'll show you film. Get this kid. Get this guy. Get
great offers.
Jalen Conyers. Jalen Conyers. That's your guy.
Cleveland Browns.
Get him.
I just clicked all, and it brought me directly to the tight ends. Did you see that? So, a safety named Ransom. We already picked Makubo. I like his name.
Lathan.
Tackling 77. Run defense 97. He's pretty much a box safety, is what that just told me.
Yeah, he's a box guy. And we can keep Hufanga for all that.
That's true. We don't know what's going to happen there either. So there's quite a bit that can happen. All kinds of linebackers on the board.
Oh yeah, good linebackers, and we may need it. Greenlaw might.
We have 2 picks left.
They're gonna throw big money at Greenlaw. I'm hearing the Rams will throw money at Greenlaw.
What do we need? Sure, we need a corner. And there's all safeties. Dang.
Shallow.
Look at this. The Aiden White ranked 298.
He looks small.
Dang, he must have had an interception run back for a touchdown, 1 for 87. Good length, 6 foot.
Do we need another
zone defense is what we're going to be playing a lot of, and he has a low ranking, so I don't think that's going to happen. Shiloh Saunders, what?
Shiloh Sanders?
That's Deion's other kid.
Yeah, remember?
He's pretty decent.
I took him with my last pick. I couldn't believe he was there.
Yeah.
Oh. Deion's kid with a 4.54? Oh, I'm just kidding.
He was pretty. His brother just outshined everything, but he's a solid kid. He played decent safety. He's okay.
Is anything in the private chat, guys? Because I haven't looked to see if Bryant's backstage.
I never
see anything.
Never.
Okay, thank you. So we're at pick 230, what? 2. And it's just hard. Like, who's this running back right here? We took a running back. We took Scatterbo.
He's going to be
I'm
Scatterbo.
not sure if I just gave him a nickname, Scatterbo.
Scatterbro. Scatterbro is good, but
Honestly,
I think
I feel like we need some competition at linebacker.
Yeah, that's not a bad move. Good linebacker.
6'2", 235. That's outside linebacker size.
Salt Lake City guy.
Tackling 83, coverage 76.
from Utah.
Fred Warner.
What?
Yeah. He's not from BYU.
Salt Lake. He's
Yeah.
from Salt Lake City. Yeah.
Right.
Salt
Oregon.
Lake City.
Yeah. SLC punk is what he is. He's an SLC punk.
That means he's used to playing in weather. I'll say that right now. 4.72. It's getting kind of slow for me. 98 on the coverage, though. Holy moly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's that slow for 4.7. Man, I think I can still get out there and do a
I was going to
4.
say, isn't that like center numbers? That's like a number for like a center.
That'd be outstanding for a center, but as a cover Mike linebacker in the NFL, you're gonna have to cover your
236. He's got length. That's for sure.
Yeah, you have to get busy.
Like a long snapper.
Well, if we need another nose tackle, that there's somebody out there still. Ty Hamilton, possibly from Ohio State.
I'm gonna take the guy that had the high coverage right there, just because.
If he can cover
there.
I would take a flyer on Sanders if he was there in the 7th round and we needed a safety.
So is this where we take the place kicker from Florida?
I vote for Olive Garden II or Rob Mafia with our last pick.
Olive Garden II.
Yeah.
That guy looks like he's serious.
He's out there.
Slack Man.
He's got a terrible name.
No, yeah. You can't take a Slackman.
Slackman. Hey, Slackman, get in here. Where you been?
That's what I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Yo, can you imagine the coach? How much fun the coach had with him?
Hey, get in there, Slackman.
Holy moly. 6'1", 340?
That's little, huh?
If you shitting me?
Woo. His weight is the only thing that's in the blue.
40-time wingspan, hands.
I love it though. I love that.
Tackling 46. Yeah, there's a reason he's down here.
He was leading in weight though. I like that.
He's a one technique, and that's exactly, he demands a double team. That's what he's here to do.
All right, guys. Do we take a running back? Because it's the last pick. We already took Scatterbo though.
How about?
Damn it! Why'd you have me take Scatterbo? I could have took a running back right here. All right, we're drafting Jake Moody's replacement.
We can talk about it when Scatterboo's playing.
There it is. Jake Moody's replacement just got drafted.
That's fine too. I was gonna say kicker.
Yeah.
So Jalen Walker, Alfred Collins, Andrew Makuba, Dylan Fairchild. We went 3 defense right off the bat. Dylan Fairchild, offensive guard. Jared Wilson, center. Or was it Aronde Gatson the second, the tight end from Syracuse.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterboo from Arizona State. We got Jalen Conyers, another tight end. Might as well have some competition going on there. Jay Higgins, another linebacker competition. And then we picked Jake Moody's replacement. I hope Brian ain't watching.
PK. Hey, media.
Yeah,
stop slacking, Slackman. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Slackman.
Media.
I feel like in the high school locker room, he was fun. Like, you know,
they had
just like the Eagles.
Business.
Like the Eagles. You know, the Eagles got a lot of Georgia guys too there. Actually.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, I took Scatterbo. You should be happy.
Yeah,
right.
I would love
to be happy. I took Scatterbo.
Scatterbo.
Arizona State University. You know who'll like him? Brandon Ayuk will like him. AS who?
Who? Yeah, who?
You know,
what did you transfer?
Where Brandon
Not
Ayuk
there
is.
anymore.
And if you got Conyers in the 7th round, boy, we're doing business.
Wasn't Dungy
South Carolina guy?
Conyers is a Texas Tech guy.
So hold on a second.
Oh, boo.
What school did Scatabo go to?
Arizona State University. He's a Sun Devil like BA.
And Wichicom went to Arizona State as well. Jalen Conyers, he transferred to Texas Tech, but he used to catch passes from the great Jaden Daniels.
Nice.
Which brings us full circle.
And Dungy always, consults us on ASU guys. So.
Oh, yeah.
I would take Scatabo and put him in there with CMC and Isaac, and I'd let them all run.
Oh, man. Yeah, we go 12 personnel. We got him.
2 tight ends, run the ball, 20, and 20 carries for the 3 of them.
Yeah, Brent, where you at? I drafted Jake Moody's replacement, buddy, so you're going to have to get New Jersey now.
Oh, man, that sucks. All those Moody.
I know, Bebop. That was like the best name.
Back in Slackman.
Slackman. Get out of here, Slackman.
It's the Slackman. I don't know. That was a while ago, Mike said that.
I know it was a while ago. I'm just highlighting it.
I don't know if it was
Spongy in the building. What up? Corona's that been here? Where's Corona?
Oh, yeah, ages ago.
Ages ago.
When the dynasty,
he's in the building.
Brown, he was here.
Throwback of Faithful. What's up, buddy? Corona, what's cracking?
Crown Town.
Dang, we got 22 watching, 9 on my channel. So a lot of that's on U's channel. Well, Terradome.
No, not me. You'd get negative.
You didn't stream it?
If I was streaming, you'd get negative views, David. I'm trying to help.
Negative views.
Yeah, people would tune out. Oh, Kenny? No,
I don't understand why, but this is like the one of the more popular shows I do. Corey Davis 49er Wednesday always seems to hit. Well, it occasionally has a week where it doesn't. I think that has to do with my thumbnail. But then this show last year I did this show and it just gets so many views, but then no one subscribes from it. It's like, come on, guys, give me a break. I'm almost at 200.
Yeah,
almost at 200.
You have
got 6 to go.
Someone to people for asking someone to click a button is these days is tough.
Those 200.
I know. It's not like I do a lot, folks. I really don't make a lot of shows.
You don't do the most.
I do one on Monday every 2 weeks. Corey Davis 49er Wednesday is a weekly thing. This one's a weekly thing until the draft.
Sunday.
But it's just I don't really do a lot of shows. So
Wednesday.
I won't be taking much of your life away, is what I'm saying. Yeah. All right. So this next draft is when I think we should try trading for an interior guy. And honestly, I think like maybe the New England Patriots. So I got Christian Barmore from the New England Patriots. I like maybe him, but I don't think the Raiders are going to give us Wilkins
or Max Crosby, which I would love
to trade him.
Well,
Crosby would be fine, but I'm hearing he's not going anywhere or doesn't want to go anywhere.
You got Jeffrey Simmons with the Tennessee Titans. That's a possible trade candidate. How long does Derek Brown still have under contract? Has he got 1 or 2 years? Carolina Panthers.
Ask Alexa.
Oh, you think I have one of those things?
No, I don't have any of those things. Yeah, neither do I.
Lord. Derek Brown signed a 4-year, $96 million contract extension with the Panthers. 63 is guaranteed, of which $51 million is a new guarantee. Brown will receive a $25 million signing bonus. He can earn up to $850,000 per game in bonuses in 25 and 26. And quick math, 850,000 at 10 games. That's 8.5 million. I guess at 17, that's half about that. So he looking at 12 million altogether. Yeah,
So
it's a lot of loot.
So if he goes off all season long, he's gonna have quite the cap hit.
Oh yeah.
He gonna demand a little bit of change. We're gonna have to put some cheese on the Whopper for that young man. Yeah.
Gonna have to put extra cheese.
Levi.
Yeah, he get the cheese.
Levi, what's happening, buddy?
Levi.
Levis,
the Florida man.
Levis, the Florida man.
Still don't see Bryant. But yeah, I mean, it's like so obviously he's not going to be a trade candidate since they just Quinnen Williams. When did he sign his contract? About the same time Bosa did, right?
Quinnen Williams.
Or was it the year before? I know he signed an extension.
Quinnen Williams contract. The Jets star defensive tackle Quinnen Williams have agreed to a 4-year, $96 million deal, includes $66 million guaranteed, Adam Schefter reports. He signed a contract extension with the New York Jets in 2023, which is a 4-year deal worth $96 million, with the average of his salary $24 million per year per spot rag. The deal includes $66 million in total guarantees, with 46.8 in 46.8 Bleacher Reports, and they cut it off. Quinnen Williams signed a 4-year deal, 46.8 July 5th. They don't say anything past that, but yeah, he's getting cheese on the Whopper too. Solid ball player though. You get what you pay for.
Guys, how do we feel about this? That's the logo. And everyone's very mad about the pink.
Yeah,
they're also saying that
ambiguous. Yeah,
they're also saying there shouldn't be a bridge because we're not in San Francisco. I'm like, well, what the hell are we supposed to put in it? We're in San Francisco.
They're gonna set up in San Francisco. It's all the shows.
Yeah, well, you guys ain't in San Francisco. Coming from a Dallas Cowboys fan, and you're where's your stadium at?
Yeah,
that's
but
right. It's not in Dallas.
Let's go Texas.
LA Rams. Where's your stadium at? Oh, that's right, in Inglewood.
I mean, I think people are mostly mad that there's pink in there, so that it's gay. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what everyone's really mad.
Oh yeah, the gay angle. Yeah,
that's really everyone's like, what are corny ass colors? maybe because people kept thinking that the colors were the teams that were going to be in the Super Bowl, so they're like, oh yeah, good luck with this one. Maybe you need 3D glasses to see that.
That's
logo.
Exactly why they did it, Kenny.
Yeah, they could have went with red, a bolder color, but they do.
Yeah, they like it.
It'd be nice.
They had to find colors that didn't align with the NFL team.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know any pink teams, but that green could be Seattle. I mean, it's not that far off.
All right, so Jeffrey Simmons or the Barlow, or I'm looking at it like it's like those two are definite trade candidates, but they'll also cost us money because we got to extend them at some point.
Yeah, but how we do. We'll kick it on down the road, restructure, reconfigure, reconfine, and play those, salary acrobats.
Try guessing the people who are going to be in the Super Bowl, guys. Good luck.
If you substitute the red for that pink, I would say Chargers and 49ers. But
ooh, that would be great. Well, look, it's funny because look at the letters are L and X. In the middle, if there was an A, it'd be LAX. And that's another reason people are mad. They're saying that it's LAX.
It does look like it. I can see this.
You know what? I just don't think about it that much. Like what the logo looks like doesn't affect my life. So I don't take 2 seconds to think about it. But I saw people were upset. So I wanted to see what you guys thought.
Oh man, people love it.
You guys want to take a minute and you guys want to debate the Myles Garrett thing? We don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I'm willing to do that, but I don't know that it's a debate. I think it's just two different opinions, and Levi
That's
and
exactly
Terradome, Levi and Terradome are absolutely right.
Look, it's kind of like this. You guys are salesmen, and you're making your case on why we should and why we shouldn't.
Okay,
we could do that.
Let me do this really fast. I have a quarter. I have a quarter that I flipped 4 times, and every time it came up heads. You guys think that when I flip it again, it's going to be heads. I'm saying it very well might not. That's all I'm saying. And look what happened with BA. We re-signed him. We gave him a ton of money. He made a big deal about it. He was the elite GOAT wide receiver since Jerry Rice. And then what happened? And so there's always a risk. But of course I agree that having Myles Garrett for the next 3 to 5 years would definitely be beneficial. What I'm saying is that I also like how we rebuilt our team from 2016 to 2019 through the draft. And that defense is what carried us into that Super Bowl. And that's important. And the last thing I'll say, because I don't think we need to talk about this too much, Myles Garrett has his off-field issues. And it's been a while, so I don't want to judge the man in his worst moment. But that year, Baker Mayfield himself said, that's a big deal, man, because we were doing well. We were a very good team. And he blew it. And he got suspended for the entire year. And then that hurt Cincinnati. That hurt the Cleveland Browns. And so those things just are something that I like to think about when we bring on a guy like that for that amount of money.
That's more than fair. But I'm looking at the stats. I see a young man who is in double-digit sacks, 50 tackles, 29 hurries for the last 4 years. He's shown me a copa in terms of his on the field discretion. And there are plenty in the African American community. If that young man, Rudolph, said to him what he said to him.
Yeah, if he said that, absolutely.
I will take the damn helmet off and beat him with it as well.
And that's another part of it that we don't know. And that's the problem, right?
And to bolster that fact, we haven't seen anything from Mr. Rudolph anymore. But for this young man to come back, play Player of the Year, the measure of a man is the distance traveled. You went from the outhouse to the penthouse, which is Defensive Player of the Year. He's not a fat boy. He works. The city of Cleveland says to the fact they understand that if he wanted to go somewhere else, they're not burning his jersey in effigy. You have given us everything we have ever asked for. And if we put it in the draft comparison, you are trying to get Myles Garrett. Why not get the real deal? I don't go to the Phantom. What's that? The Rolls Royce Phantom. I don't go to the Phantom dealership at Rolls Royce to try to get a Chrysler 300. I go to get a Phantom. I don't want to go to the draft looking for a Myles Garrett if the Myles Garrett is actually over there. I said, bring that on. We've been looking for a compliment to the great Nick Bosa for, I don't know, since D Ford, maybe.
I hate that.
And nobody's fit the bill, but that beast fits the bill and more so. And Nick Bosa needs a little charge in his battery because it seems like he's got a little more energy to put on his MAGA hat than he does getting sacks.
Yeah. I don't appreciate that either, but whatever.
That's my deal.
Well, Levi brought up a good point too. Myles has been doing this probably with no one on the other side, like you're saying about Bosa. I mean, they had Zadarius Smith for a while, but he was on the end of his career, even though he was very good. So that's true. There was nobody on the other side. So he's putting up those numbers, getting double and triple teamed. That's also good.
And so, we're not giving up our entire draft for him. It's this year's first, next year's first, possibly. And we have traditionally, since 2017, going back to 2008, the last time we got a number 11 pick in first round,
Patrick Willis
became a Hall of Famer, was Patrick Willis in 2007.
An 11th pick, yeah.
Why not get a Hall of Famer
I'm
Guaranteed.
all for it. I don't mind the character issues. What I will say is that since that happened, not a peep. Also, penalties very low and not 15-yarders. So the man has repented, as they say. He changed. His probationary period, whatever, he passed it. And so you can't keep bringing up the past like that. It's just something that I like to think about because it could come out again. You just never know how much you get pushed. There's only so much you can take. And if people are going to be out there pushing Myles Garrett and getting him to try and snap out there in a big game or something, I just hope he doesn't. That's all.
I imagine they've been
And
trying
at his age, the injuries are a slight
the
concern.
last 5 or 6 years. I think that happened in 2009, maybe. I think they've been trying, but uh, he plays in the AFC North, where he's got to see the Ravens twice a year. He's got to see the Steelers twice a year. He's got to see the Bengals twice a year with their vaunted quarterbacks and offensive people. And this dude ain't did nothing but flourish. He's everything you're looking for. We're hoping to get that. You're drafting, hoping to get that. You're not going to get Abdul Carter. He's the closest thing to it. Maybe Mike Green will be it. Maybe somebody else, possibly.
Okay.
But these are scratch off lottery tickets. Where you've got the real thing right there.
Damian Lee, I agree, but we needed to do that instead of taking Trey Lance. That's when we needed to take Micah. Now, I don't know. Because now he's really expensive.
We totally blew. 30 other teams would have fired Kyle and John Lynch for the trade.
They don't have the patience. They don't have the patience because they didn't win 5 Super Bowls.
They shouldn't have the patience. If you traded up and mortgage 2 or 3 first-round picks on a guy that you're not sure about and did not pan out, you should be gone. It took the miracle of Brock Purdy coming here and saving the job of one John Lynch and the coach that found out there. But if it was not for Brock Purdy, those guys would have been out of here. That was horrible.
And that was greasy and slow.
Mortgage your future on a quarterback that can't throw.
Oh, yeah, that was the worst trade that I can think of. And I know we've had worse in the past, but this is now, and this is fresh in my memory. And to just give all that draft capital away for an NDSU Division II, like he had 12 games in his entire college career, and then to just do that for that, it just doesn't make sense. It seems like it's not even real sometimes. Like I don't think anyone in here would have done that shit. So why are they doing it?
30 other teams would have let. The only team I know that could do that and the person still keep their job is Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. And Jerry's not firing himself. That's the only other teams I know that could pull that off.
But, that's funny. Ottenheimer, the guy that they just hired to be head coach, I know people don't like him, but supposedly he's putting together a very nice staff over there. So maybe they know what they're doing, but they haven't in the past. So I have no confidence in that.
Hey, it's Jerry Jones. I'd rather have Micah over Myles. Younger, once Micah mentally mature. I'm putting that in there. Once he mentally mature.
He's old. He's pretty old already.
So somebody isn't mentally mature. He covers a lot of the field. Yeah,
he does too, though. Now remember, he's like they play a 3-4. He's their linebacker, so that could open up options for us to play a hybrid type of defense.
3-tech.
Yeah, but Saleh doesn't play that. We play a 4-3.
What? What's cracking?
Who can play on first down, second down, and third down?
I like
someone above
265
pounds who can be stout against the run, who can give you. I think he's averaging. I'll look at the numbers: 17 or 18 tackles for loss. Who is stout against the run? He's just the obvious pick. And just think about it on this level. If the Rams or the Redskins or Commanders go and get him, how you gonna feel?
Well, there's a lot of people ahead of us, I'm telling you, in this line. So Garrett may just not even be a possibility for us. Like, and that's on his choice, not us.
No, nobody with the draft capital of the 11th pick that are in a Super Bowl window, who are
How about
just a
this?
couple of pieces away, can match with the 49. I looked at it top to bottom. The
Would you
the,
guys
the
be interested
Commanders are picking
in trading that pick
28,
away so that someone
27,
else can? You
28.
know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Like, if we use the 11th pick for someone who actually wants to do that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone else wants Myles Garrett, could we trade? Like, and we can't do that because they're going to trade him before the draft. But I'm saying it would have been nice to, like, I wish they wouldn't do free agency. You know what I'm saying? I wish they wouldn't do that before the draft.
Yeah, but that's kind of
I
what
want
we
players
got
to
here.
be like
But
in it in the
the
draft.
top
You know,
10
like
teams,
trading people from the team.
the top 10 teams are not formidable in terms of a step or two away from the Super Bowl. They are up in the top 10 for a reason. And for Myles, I mean, the obvious choice, Myles Garrett should go to whoever's picking number one, whoever's picking number two. And here's another thing. Myles Garrett was the first pick overall when he was drafted.
Yeah.
That's how good the guy is. That's just me.
I mean, I'm sure he was very good and the best. I would like to know who else was in that draft. Not to disparage him. I'm just curious. Who else came out there?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. JJ Watt, TJ Watt was in the draft. Patrick Mahomes was in that
Wow.
draft.
Beautiful.
Mr. Solomon Thomas was in that draft. Deshaun Watson was in that draft. LaShawn Lattimore was in that draft. There are others. I can pull up the 2017 draft. Look who was number one overall, and look at the rest of them. There were some humdingers in there.
Man, I'd love to get Garrett in the draft though, not add him later. That's kind
I'm sorry. And the fifth pick, with the fifth pick, the San Francisco 49ers in the fifth round chose George Kittle in that draft. George Kittle.
And he had fallen like 2 rounds because he was supposed to go in the third or something, which was a steal and a half.
He might have, but it won't close to the first pick overall. And that's just bolstering my case. The guy been good, and everybody knew he was been good, and the guy exceeded expectation.
Yeah.
And I think, with everything I have seen in football for my 55 years, 50 years.
He looks great. He's in great shape.
The guy you need. If you don't think one guy can change your fortune, I want everybody to go back and look at America's game, 1981, San Francisco 49ers. We got a guy named Fred Dean. I want you to look at America's game, the 1992 Dallas Cowboys. Look how Charles Haley changed their fortune. Look back at a lot of things. When you get that defensive end, it is the chauffeur to the hearse. You just might as well is count it up, buddy. We taking the body out of here.
That's why I brought up the North Dallas 40 in the beginning of the show, because when you get old, those hits, those pounds, those helmets going up against each other for 10 years, that shit starts to build up. And when I know I'm by you guys, but the day I turned 30 was very different from my 20s. Just like the day I turned 40 was way different from when I was 30. So, like, we're just approaching these moments. And in football, 30 is like 40. And he is in incredible shape. And he hasn't had any injuries that would think that he would get major injuries.
He hasn't given you any. Nick Bosa has had more knee injuries than he has.
I would have traded Bosa, I would have traded BA, and I would have traded Deebo a long time ago. I would have traded them all a long time ago because I want the kids. I want the picks, and I want those kids. And like you said, Watson, I want those picks. I don't want them when they want the bag later. I want them when they're kids. Cheap, 5 years, rookie contract. I want 3/4 of the Niners to be on a rookie contract.
And a lot of those kids don't pan out. Those first round draft look back at those first round draft choices that the San Francisco 49ers have gotten since 2017. Ask me where they are now.
And I sent David a chart earlier about that same thing. We are not drafting well.
No. So don't draft well. Go and get the damn guy who knows how to play.
But
You
then,
don't you
David brought
don't
up a good point. We
you
are
don't
drafting
pick well
well.
in the first round. Just go get a guy.
We haven't drafted well, but we have had a ton of success.
You've had a ton of success, but it hasn't been in the first round. Javon Kinlaw, first rounder. How did that work out?
Why would you pick a guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that we wouldn't even do.
First round. How did that work out? Solomon Thomas, first round. How did that work out? We lucked up, and it was a no-brainer to get Nick Bosa. But Nick Bosa, I dare venture to say, isn't as good as this guy.
I agree. I don't even like Bosa. I'm sorry to say that shit, but it's true. And I would have traded him. There's no way I give him all that money. I want him gone. If somebody wants him that bad, give me what you got, and I will take it.
So don't mess this up. If he's out there, if he can be got for a couple of magic beans that you don't do well anyway, you'll mess it up. If we got that first round pick, man, I'm telling you, dollars to donuts, we 50-50. We're going to get the wrong dude.
Mhm.
We're going to get the wrong dude. We're going to get the wrong dude, man. We always get the wrong dude.
Yeah, and that's really what's been the problem. We're very good at picking people later and randomly throughout the draft, but for some reason, why can't we nail these early picks down when we've seen how many good players do go in the first round? And so we're the team that's picking the dud every time? Damn, like what the hell?
We just don't do well, so go ahead and don't pick a dud, get a stud. And that's my argument. I lay it at the court of public opinion, the chat. And David McNiner, thank you so much. And even yourself, Kenny, for letting me present my arguments in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Of course. It's always a pleasure, buddy.
Always.
So this is like Damien Lee's giving me all kinds of ideas. But we're gonna make a trade here.
Ooh.
Right?
We're gonna go the other way now.
Well, so I don't know what it's going to take to get. Let's add this guy.
It might be hard. TJ. It might be harder to get TJ or Hendrickson, for example.
Well, I want that Simmons guy from the Titans because I want an inside pass rush. And Malik Collins is pretty good at that, but he's not.
He's not going to do it.
Meant to do what we were doing with him. He was like a full-time player, and he's just not exactly meant to do that.
No, he's a fill-in guy, I would say.
And he's a kind of a pass rush down guy is what I'm saying.
The fresher the backups are, the better. You can't have backups in there the whole game. They're backups. And so when the backups are in the whole game, we're going to struggle, and that's what we saw.
You need to turn that down all the way because I can hear it. I'm not saying you can. There he is, Jeffrey Simmons. Add to trade.
Mississippi State.
It says added, and for some reason it's saying they'll gladly take a second rounder for him. Did I not? Didn't I click on him?
I saw you hit Jeffrey Simmons.
Interesting. Let's restart it. Because I thought I clicked on him. So let's offer him the 99th. Well, let's give him something cheap.
The Texans, they nailed their picks. That's why they're where they are. They got some great early picks, and they used them well.
Yeah, somebody's picking very, very well. Kyle can't pick boogers. Don't let Kyle pick, man. I wouldn't let Kyle near the war room.
Okay, so they're not going to take a third rounder for him. See, I think what happened was it didn't. Let's adjust the offer. So
throw in Deebo and Juice and Ronnie Bell. And, no.
Did it remove him too? Because it went all the way to accept. Okay, that's a no.
Is Ronnie Bell still with us?
What?
I hope not.
So they would take a second. So this is saying they'll take a second rounder for him.
Yeah, maybe next year. Would they take next year's second rounder? That would be better. I mean, they could use Deebo for sure.
Oh yeah, they need everything, but
Okay, well, I just put the needle on reject.
Westbrook, Akeem,
I'm kidding.
and Deebo.
they rejected Deebo.
They were like, no, hell no.
No,
Your problem.
So we'll go with Deebo and a third, and that puts it at 3/4. So hold on, let's move this third back a little bit more. Okay.
50-50.
All right, so we're gonna offer trade. We're gonna get Simmons here.
Good luck.
Which is a legit. Let's see it get rejected.
No.
Woo!
Even if it's 50, I think they always take it, huh?
All right, so now we got a legit guy on the inside. We can put by Bosa. That's gonna give teams nightmares.
And Hargrave is gone, right, or about to be?
Yeah, they're gonna come to him.
Gone or about to be cut.
Eric Armstead deal of you can play for $1 million or you can go ahead and leave.
Or you can get the hell on.
Yeah.
Hargrave is still with us, isn't he?
Yeah, and
he should want to redeem himself.
Hargrave is still with us, isn't he? What do you think we can get for him?
He's expensive, I thought. He actually restructured so that we wouldn't have to
pay. He restructured and his productivity doesn't match
what he got paid exactly.
Okay. Well, who do you think would want Hargrave here?
I don't know. I don't know. Throw him at.
Let's say the Bills.
The Bills.
Yes. See what you can do. Yeah.
For him? Oh, look, borderline. They're saying no. They're saying no. Right?
Yeah.
But we don't have a fifth rounder, do we?
No fifth rounds in this draft.
For the first time ever.
Two fourths.
Oh, we'll get a fifth, huh? What about this one? Okay, so the 108, that's a hard no, but the 131's a hard yes. What if we want two? That's interesting. A fourth and a fifth?
50-50.
That's interesting.
I think they're protecting us from ourselves.
I think so too. All right, so we made two trades. If this goes through,
wow. Okay.
So we acquired an inside guy and we traded the inside guy we're going to get rid of. Is there anybody else that's got to go? Oh, Bryant. Send Hargrave back to the Birds. This is what Phil just Spongy said. That's funny.
I'd give Juice away, man.
Yeah.
This is actually going to be kind of hilarious.
If anybody would take it. Oh, he's going with Jake Moody.
Now, can we actually get something for him? Question of the day, right?
I don't think NFL Buzz is giving away gifts.
Let's see. Let's go the Bears.
The Bears.
Oh, yeah.
The Bears.
Just what you need in Soldier Field.
We're going to try for the last pick of the draft.
An unsteady kicker.
Ooh.
With confidence issues.
You got to be kidding. Now, this is a Bears-like thing to do, to overpay us for him. Oh, the 5th rounder's too much. They're accepting a 6th rounder, huh?
One born every minute.
Sterling Sharp, 7th rounder.
Okay. So let's adjust offer. We got like all kinds of 7th round picks, don't we?
That I think we do.
So let's throw this bad
Dave,
boy.
Spongy's here. He just wants you to know.
No? Oh, Spongy's right there.
La Sponge.
All right, so we're including 2 7th round picks.
How are you going to like Arizona more than Arizona State? What's the matter with you, media? I know he's not here anymore, but.
Trade accepted. This is 3 trades and 1 raft, folks.
God, Jake
we still
Moody's
haven't picked a player yet.
Got a good,
Anybody else got to go? You said Juice.
I feel like a curse has been lifted.
Sevenaya for Arizona.
I said Juice.
Now trade multiple picks for earlier picks, though. Let's get crazy.
Spongy, you want Juice? Philadelphia Eagles?
They don't run a fullback.
Still going. Where's Juice? Did I miss him?
Spongy says the parade was amazing.
Dude, he's not an option.
Congratulations, Spongy. Y'all executed very, very well, man.
Why isn't Kyle Juszczyk an option for me to trade?
I have no idea.
What's wrong here?
He's in the Cabo clip.
Yeah.
All
Cabo guys are off limits.
Let's see. Let's look at our special teamers. Nope. They don't have Juice. All right, cancel trade. We can't trade Juice. I was going to trade him to the Eagles.
Oh, man. They use them.
All right, well, let's do it. So we got Simmons. We traded Hargrave. We didn't acquire any other players, right?
Okay.
But we got we got Simmons. And swapped around a couple of draft picks. Got rid of Moody. Now we have 2 5th rounders, which we didn't have a 5th rounder before.
Hey.
We got some draft capital for the guy.
I love that.
We jamming.
DC draft cap.
All right. So we got the 11th overall pick, which typically we don't have. And
I can't believe the people who are there.
At me in the face.
Yeah.
Why is Mike Greenway down there?
I'm telling you, I don't know about that.
Small school. Marshall FCS.
People love that guy, though.
He is good.
I like that Walter Nolan and Kenneth Grant.
Yeah, Grant, man. That's tough.
Can you imagine putting Simmons in there? You put Kenneth Grant next to him. You got old Evan Anderson and Malik Collins coming off the bench.
Unmovable force.
Dude, that would be like the reason I'd keep Evan Anderson is because of this. Because this guy is thick. 6'3", 339 pounds. Evan Anderson's like 6'3", close to pushing 330. So,
I mean, somebody would trade us this pick so that they could take Genty, and that's what I'm hoping happens. If Genty makes it to 11, we will get trade offers, bro. It could be a very good thing for us.
What was that? Kevin Grant.
Wonder, who else is on here? Let's see.
Scourton. People love him, too.
What would it take to trade up with the Broncos right there? I mean, at this point, we'd probably trade back.
Nobody made us a trade. I'm surprised. How is McMillan still there? Well, I don't know. Oh, no, wait a minute.
6'5".
What?
212, not 312. My bad.
I figured he'd go to the Jags way late. I don't know. This guy usually he goes fast. Sometimes in the top 5, I've seen him go. Jihadi.
Man, all right. We got a dilemma going on here.
Who needs a running back?
We got McMillan.
Who in the first round, a couple picks away from us, like Dallas? Dallas would trade us so that they can take Genty right now. I'm telling you.
You think?
I'm positive.
Honestly looking at it like
they need a running back like that.
Maybe trade back with the Bengals or the Seahawks. The Bengals or the Bucks. Like trade back to that range.
I don't want to help anyone in our own division, but
or our conference.
I mean, Campbell right there is tough to say no to, but does he fit our
stuff?
The
Bengals? Right? So the Bengals or the Broncos then, because the Broncos are 20.
Maybe
go with the Bengals.
Yeah.
The Broncos are further down the trough, so
had to trade, but we want more than just that. Okay. What about your third? Trading back. Dang, we're making so many trades.
Wow.
But this is how the draft really is it not?
Can be.
Sound good to me. Get a whole
all kinds of moves happen. You never know.
Give me
Jason.
In War Room, when Kevin Costner said, "Give me Putney, damn it," because I feel like it. Joseph.
And
Putney.
We're getting a trade offer from the Houston Texans. Look at that.
Hey, what's up, Cap?
Look, they got Nolan right here. Want me to take him. You see that?
Wally?
Rejecting the trade. So Genty is still on the board. McMillan is still on the board.
Wild. Bird in the third is no joke either. I mean, honestly, it's crazy.
I look at it like we're either taking Nolan or Grant right here. Okay? Which one's it going to be?
I still love Walker. I'm going to stand by Walker, and I'm going to stick by it until he goes to a team, and we see how he does. He's not going to go to us, though.
I like the Ole Miss kid. There are going to be some good Ole Miss players get drafted.
This Grant guy.
4 Ole Miss guys. Grant's a beast.
Man.
Grant's nice.
Keep in mind, we just got Simmons. Should I even be looking at an inside guy?
We need somebody beside him. Or you need or go to edge.
Where's Green's gone? Green's gone. Who took Green? The Bengals.
Wow.
The guy we trade. Oh my God.
They took Campbell because they had to. I mean, holy shit. At 12 to get Campbell. That's nasty.
And then the Dolphins take Mimbo.
Mimbo's good.
Look, the Cardinals took. Oh my goodness. Is this all because we traded back?
61 tackles, 7 sacks.
North Dakota State.
He's good. Zabel.
Yeah.
Ray Zabel, it can fit. I've seen him take snaps at center, at guard. They really liked him at the Senior Bowl. He looked really, really impressive to them.
I realize everybody can't just take a halfback. There's other more important things, but Genty's like one of the top 3 best players in this draft, possibly. That's crazy. Can't believe how long it took.
I mean, I would say should we trade back again, but I already got us our third of the third we traded away back. I got us a 5th rounder. We got 2 5th rounders.
At
I
PFF,
don't think we need any more draft capital.
But his his stuff is off the chart the last 3 years. The last 2 years, 94.9, 94.8. But he's only 5'9", 215. Emmitt Smith wasn't much bigger. He could be generational. Could be, but I think we'd be all right without a run.
I really think that, and I hope that someone offers us a trade for that 11th pick and we can move back to like 15 to 19 area. I think that would be fine for us, and we'd get a pick.
I'm at 17. I'm at 17, Kenny. So we did that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said I like, who I like already.
But it's like, I mean, what do you do here?
You got some. Hey, go for your guy. Best player available, says Genty. Your needs say offensive line or defensive line, the trenches.
Yes, Strawberry reacts. Hargrave was drafted by Pittsburgh. We ended up trading him though.
SEC, Georgia, Jalen Walker.
I don't know. So who's the guy here? Who's the guy here, guys? Nolan or Grant? We know how the 49ers think.
They're both just about interchangeable. It would just be about what the preference would be for us.
I like Nolan.
They're like ranked exactly the same. So yeah, like I said, I mean, I wouldn't even know. It would be a coin toss.
339.
That's exactly how I'm looking at it.
I mean, we don't know, but like they meet with either of them, they'd probably know better. His character.
Both 6'3". Grant is heavier at 339. Who's in the top? Nolan is ranked 19. Grant is ranked 23rd. So the better player on PFF says Nolan.
Yeah.
Why is this guy up here?
6 sacks, 4 hits, 25 hurries, 2 balls batted down. Run defense at a 91.6 for Nolan. For Grant, it is 3 sacks, 23 hurries, 5 balls batted down at an 87.5 run defense grade. On only 83.7 for PFF. I think we're splitting hairs. I like the Ole Miss.
I think we just acquired inside pass rush because we traded for Simmons and we got Nolan, and now we still have Malik Collins. We still have guys like Evan Amberson and Kalia Davis under contract. So that's I think we just shored up the inside of our defensive line.
Certainly did.
Which desperately needed to happen, but we didn't trade for Myles Garrett on this one. So that means we're sticking with our edges unless
you're missing an edge rusher, somebody who can give you double digit. For me, that would be you got Mike Green on it. Mike Green has 17 sacks at a FCS school. He's a little light. He's only 248 pounds. He's got to eat a couple of potatoes, but 17 sacks. And we saw him in the Senior Bowl. If Mike Green is available, that's where you probably need to go.
Not a Green fan.
I'm just. He's also Ole Miss. He's Nolan's homie.
Jared Ivey is a solid player as well. There are going to be some Ole Miss guys go.
A lot of snaps. How old is he? Senior. Did he say 25 years old? Hell no.
Okay. Terradome, you're a fan of the U. Are they including his hair in the height?
No, no. I
Okay.
think they put the ruler in between the locks.
They should do that, like measure people by like a picture now and stuff. But the computers are so like exact.
Philly, Philly special cards. Spongy says Marshall is FBS. Is FBS? I don't think they played a. They're not a Power Five if they are FBS, and they might be. That's where Randy Moss went to school, and his quarterback. Who was his quarterback back in the day? Uh, he did okay. Chad Pennington. Yeah,
Oh wow, Chad Pennington.
2024. Let me look at their schedule
Chad
to tell you
Pennington.
who they played this year. It wasn't Michigan and Alabama and stuff. It was Marshall. I think they might have played 2 or 3.
Man, we made more trades tonight than I think I did in one night last year. That's for sure. Oh,
Marshall,
Bryant's not gonna be able to make it tonight. It's cool, Bryant. You're good, buddy.
Marshall played James Madison University. That's FCS. They played University of Ohio, Appalachian State, which is down here. That's not a Power Five team. Western Kentucky, Florida Atlantic, Middle Tennessee, UAB, Louisiana Tech, Old Dominion, which is in Virginia. That's not these aren't big schools. Southern Miss, University of Texas, San Antonio. They didn't play the creme de la creme, is what I'm saying there, uh, Spongy. So, I mean, they played like a FCS schedule.
Hmm.
They, North Dakota State was the champion of James Madison.
I don't think it would happen, but dude, if Jalen Walker is there at 43, that's just crazy.
Who?
Just a guy I mentioned in the last 30.
Is there? I am not trying to pronounce that. What position does he play there? Strawberry reacts.
Is that right? You could just put it into the pick.
I am not trying that, buddy.
Just go up to search player and put EZA, and that'll take you right to him.
Marshall lost to Ohio State on September 21, 2024, 49-14. They lost to Virginia Tech 31-14.
He's nice, but if you can get him with your 43rd, that's another incredible pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we need to get some trenches going on here. So we just took an offensive tackle. Yeah, we need to get to work on our trenches here. So offensive tackle.
I mean, if you got a 20th ranked.
Oh, dang, 40, dude.
Nice.
They just David Walker right there. That's someone who mentioned David Walker. Strawberry reacts.
No.
He went to Central Arkansas.
This is Strawberry reacts recommendation.
He's a bit short. He's Central Arkansas, which is most notably is where Scottie Pippen went to school in Arkansas.
Donovan Jackson?
Dang, pass rush 100, run defense 100.
Oh, he balled out.
At 6'2". In what division?
It is.
I'm thinking there's not a lot of good schools in that division. The Central Arkansas division?
But yeah, the guy whose name I'm not going to try to pronounce.
That seems like people's names up.
Isn't there?
100 and 100 is pretty incredible.
Central Arkansas played Arkansas State, Lindenwood, Austin P, UAPB, which is University of Arkansas Pine Bluff,
nice.
Lamar College, Abilene Christian, which is in Texas, West Georgia, North Alabama, Utah Tech. You guys are in Utah. You can tell me about what y'all think of Utah Tech.
I don't think David to tell you what he thinks about Utah Tech.
Southern Utah and Carrollton State, which is, I think that's Texas.
I
and
mean,
they,
the division sounds a little SAWFT, but
it's a little, and they
but
went six,
you don't know what kind of dogs are in there. We're not watching them.
and they went 6-6. You know, that's why the guys get ranked a little
We're
lower.
gonna have to keep an eye out for this David Walker guy, though.
He's on my radar. He's a very, very productive player, but again, we gotta be thinking strength of schedule or who did he play against? Did he play against the guys who are going to
Nice
be
to know.
on
It's
Sunday?
nice to consider that at least. Gunner. I want to know what parent pulled this kid out and was like, "This is Gunner."
This is good.
I said, "Tell you what, that looks like a gunner."
You look like a
Dad
gunner.
named that guy.
Look at him.
Here's
Look at his
Gunner.
balls. They got huge balls.
He's gonna be a gunner. It's like, oh, pop, buddy. Yeah, this guy here, Elijah Arroyo, I can speak for, man. I follow the U. Any U receivers or tight ends know that they got thrown to by the number 1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. That man changed my whole fortune. As you see behind me, the U flag. We were in the doldrums. I almost have to recuse myself because I'm just such a fan of the guys from the U. Restrepo, Sam Brown, Arroyo. I love all the guys from the U.
Ooh, there's John Jay. Thank you, John Jay. Yeah, so Sunbelt Conference to me, I mean, it doesn't seem like the greatest division, but if they're playing SEC, even if it's pretty tough.
Defensive back. Are there any decent corners up in here? What the? What is he still on the board for?
South Carolina's got some ballers too.
Why is this guy still on the board though? How's the zone coverage? We're going to be playing a lot of tackling, 100%.
Very good tackler. Larry Kruger is crazy about this guy. He thinks this guy closes space and gets in there quick. He's good.
I guess when we got Irsay was around when he was supposed to be picked, I just think he's a lot better than his ranking, to be honest with you. Irsay or whatever his name is that we picked already.
Yes. From Minnesota.
Ursary, I guess, yeah.
Ursary, yeah. He did phenomenal against Abdul Carter, who everybody thinks is going to be top 4.
Wow, he's an animal, dude. 6'6", 330. He's got no neck, which I love.
He's very good.
Senior Bowl.
Puts his hands on very well. He plays his hands. He's a good guy.
This guy.
I'm sorry. The whole week he's got no neck.
Trade day. This man has no neck.
He's shit. He's like a shampoo, ladies and gentlemen. Head and shoulders.
Hold on, we're gonna get him up here. Oh man, stop moving. That's no way.
Snaps 2000. Dang.
Oh, that's weird.
Snaps.
There he is. It's
Don't
moving when I move it to the camera. So odd. I'm not gonna touch my phone. That shit's possessed right now.
Well, we did trade Deebo, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Another Trey Harris, 6'3", 218. He's good.
We did trade Deebo. We got 2 defensive linemen, a offensive lineman so far.
Wow. DTOT, I mean, I would love to see that. DTOT, that would be fine with me. Or vice versa.
I know, right? Look at how many running backs are on the
You see my guy.
I'm torn.
If you
keep in mind, we just got the guy from South Carolina.
Get Andrew Makuba. That is my dude. That is a true free safety. That's what this defense has been missing.
Draft picks do I got?
Man,
Look, you got 68 and 69. They're both from Texas.
Is Malik Mustafa
still on the board?
Malik Mustafa will play strong. Yes, sir. He's those
2 guys back there, I would be fine with that. But like I said, you don't think Renardo Green could play that free safety No chance he could play that free safety.
No, leave Renardo out wide because I think Ward's gonna leave. You got Lenore and Renardo Green to the corners. If you get this kid Mukuba and put him with Mustafa, it's gonna be shades of Deshaun Golson and Dante Whitner.
I
I
love
have
that.
a film. I can show you why. You just gonna have to trust me.
Mustafa and Mukumba. That shit sounds so nasty. Nobody's
I'm
go back.
already thinking about Eminem and all the Slim Shadys. These guys come up and they mean business. And Makuba is a playmaker. He is a 4-3 guy. I think that the cat's going to be out of the bag once they run at the combine.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it to us this far, but
he's going to blaze, and people are going to be like, screw this dude. We're getting the next Earl Thomas. He looked very
if you think about it, so he did play corner, right?
He started off at corner down here at Clemson University.
whoa.
He was ACC Defensive Freshman of the Year at a slot corner. He transferred, the transfer portal was open. He went to University of Texas. They switched him to safety. This kid is everywhere. This kid comes up.
So you remember Terradome, you remember this 49ers team in 1994?
Yes.
We signed a guy that was just getting off the baseball season, and all of a sudden we had this open competition at corner, between Eric Davis, Deion Sanders, and Merton Hanks, right?
Eric Davis.
They all played so good. They played so good. They benched the free safety and put Merton Hanks back there.
Yeah. And Merton Hanks was running around with that chicken neck. How many picks did he have? How many times you see that chicken neck? That's
what this guy is kind of reminding me of. 6'1", 190. Merton Hanks, I think he might have been a hair bigger, but he was quick. When they would throw three wide receivers in, we wouldn't even bring the nickel in back in '94, folks. We would just lock Merton Hanks up and let him and Deion go one-on-one.
Exactly. That's who this guy is.
That's who this guy he's kind of reminded me of. He gives me that Merton Hanks. We did draft this guy.
Well, yeah.
6'3", 227, but we also need that's outside linebacker size for us too. You with me?
He actually plays Sam or Mike, but he closes really good. Larry Kruger is crazy about him. He showed some film on him, and the guy closes space.
So I'm honestly thinking the Nick, who's Eman Worry. I think he's going to be our linebacker, like Greenlaw's replacement.
I think
and
so.
Mukuba is going to. I almost called him Mutombo. Mukuba is going to be freaking our starting safety. This is if everything goes right.
Yeah.
Well, here we are though. We're at pick.
Robert Saleh is going to put this kid in at free safety. This is your true free safety. Right now, we have a box safety trying to play free, and it can get a little murky. This is a real center fielder. This guy can cover. The field is 53 1/3 wide. This kid can move either way, 25.6 yards, 25.6. He breaks on it. He's got it.
We got three running backs. I'm not looking at. Who's chilling? Which is the obvious pick right here.
You got some good deep tight end draft. Pause. Anytime you say deep tight end, it's
deep tight end.
Now we're picking 2 times in a row here, so this is where it gets kind of tough. Barrett Carter, the linebacker. Right now under contract, we have Fred Warner, Dante Whitner, Tatum Bethune, and I believe Curtis Robinson, but you
don't have Dante Whitner.
He got injured mid to late season with a catastrophic knee. I don't know if we're going to see him to mid to late season.
Catastrophic.
So right now I'm looking at it like we got 3 guys under contract.
Winters,
Well, four with the big safety I drafted earlier.
You probably got Winters, Bethune, and somebody. You don't have Dante Whitner.
Bethune.
Did I say Dante Whitner?
Yeah.
I meant Winters. I meant D Winters. My bad.
D Winters. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, D Winters.
Yeah, Winters. And
Winters said Dante Whitner.
Winters gets hurt a lot. I've been wanting him to really step forward, but every time I do, they say, "Oh, Winters is out. Winters is got a hurt toe. Winters is this."
It's almost like he needs to hit the gym and just like set up some crash test dummies and just start hitting them. Get used to it.
It's something he get hurt a lot. He just the best ability is availability, and is always hurting.
Oh, hold on a second. Right on the head, fire in the hole.
Junior. UCLA.
What's his name? Schwessinger.
Sounds right.
His name's a tongue twister, is what it is.
Yeah, I don't mind Pac-10 linebackers. I just don't like Pac-10 defensive line.
Well, the thing is that's half the reason that we took this guy earlier. I mean, I was looking at him thinking maybe safety, but looking at his size, I mean, Greenlaw's what? Is Greenlaw 6'1", 6'2", 230-ish?
Yeah, Greenlaw's
right.
He's a traditional.
He's got to be over the
linebacker.
Over 6.
I got Greenlaw at 6 feet 230.
All right, so this guy is 6'3", 227, so he's close. He's going to be longer. And he's way fast, though, at 4.38. So that's – I mean, if we have him playing linebacker, he's going to be out there covering tight ends like that, like they're nothing.
He is good. He closes. His closing speed is something to behold.
Ooh.
Another Ole Miss guy, 6'1", 235. Chris Paul, not that one. Chris, he's good.
Now, is this Chris Paul, the basketball player's son?
No, they just bear the same name. But it's going to be 5 or 6 guys from Ole Miss. They had a really good trough of veterans that are going to come. They're veterans there, but they're going to be in this draft. You're going to see some Ole Miss Ivy, what's his name, Nolan, Chris Paul, a receiver, and I think they got an offensive lineman. They had a good year. They had a good crop of draft candidates this year. They're going to be good.
Who took David Walker? Was he taken before Mukumba? Was he?
I didn't see.
Right there, pick 79 by the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, David Walker. Central Arkansas, and they need linebacker.
He's not too far from home there.
Okay.
Wow. Remember, Adam Peters is there. They're going to get some good players.
Dude, look who's still chilling. We got two picks in a row here.
He's not small. I like it.
So we got Jake Majors, like supposedly one of the better centers in the draft right there. And who's this guy from Cincinnati?
Cincy. What's that? Luke Condra.
323. He's athletic with the 4.9 40. His arms are kind of short, but he's a guard anyway. That don't matter, right?
Yeah, they're gonna kick him in at guard.
I mean,
He's
Jake Majors
center.
is the best center in the draft, right?
I just took
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
It's just not
Now
a deep center draft, I guess.
No, that the one guy I like was a guy named Parker Brailsford, University of Alabama. He transferred from University of Washington, but he went back to school. He said, "I'm not getting in the draft this year. I'm gonna
Smart.
This
make
is the guy I just took.
that NIL money."
Look at that though. 97 pass blocking, 77 run blocking. Brenda would be like what,
Yeah.
60 and 50?
Brendel is the 39th ranked center in the National Football League.
I like getting the best center in the draft with that pick. I mean, that's
Yeah,
not
man, you know.
I'm not gonna gripe about it. I'll say
I
that.
am not bad at you getting a center. You get a center, you get anybody. A Muppet is better than Brendel.
I don't know anything about Jackson Slater, but he looks the part. I gotta say.
Sacramento State too. He's not far from home, playing
Nope.
for the Niners.
He's
Who's
probably
Tyler
A
Cooper.
great name too.
could be a Niners fan.
Tyler-
St. Croix.
Yeah, that's true. 73 and 75. The other guy from Sacramento State scored higher. Let's see. This guy, he's from Cincinnati. Probably a Bengals fan. I'm just kidding.
Born and raised.
79 and 75. So the guy from Sacramento State actually scored higher than this guy.
I got a
And that guy's 115 and that guy's
rank on
149. Does that make sense?
He's got a good pass block grade. He's 6.
Edge, we're at the point. Undrafted. Ooh,
He
there's
allowed-
Joshua Farmer.
Luke Contra allowed 0 sacks, 1 hit, and 7 hurries this past year.
Serious. This just shows like
Really?
where you can get these kind of guys still this late. It's pretty good.
And he played right
hey.
guard mostly this year. 803 snaps at right guard, 888 in 2023, 231 snaps at right guard in 2022. He only had 6 snaps at center. And that was in 2023.
Look at Ricky.
San Jose State, huh?
Ricky White III. I just like that guy. I don't know why.
Ricky White, the UNLV running rebel, 78 receptions. He was targeted on 124, 1,032 yards receiving, 11 touchdowns.
Pretty good.
6'1", 190, 23 years of age. He had
Senior Bowl.
He had an even better 2023 where he ranked 90.5 with 135 targets, 88 receptions for 1,487 yards, 16.9 a reception, but he only had 8 touchdowns in 2023. And the year before, he had 4 touchdowns, but he only had 51 receptions. He looks like a playmaker to me.
Yeah, he does, and he's gotten better every year. It sounds like.
Yeah, he's made improvements and he's got a little faster.
This was the guy. All right. Now look,
okay.
This guy only had 26 receptions, 661 yards, which 25.4 per reception. Let's be honest, that's a lot.
Yeah.
6'5", 214, 4.43.
Dante Thornton, 6'5", 214 out of University of Tennessee. I got a Tennessee fan at work. I'm sure he could tell me all about him. Only 26 receptions, but 34 times was he targeted. 662 yards at a 25.5, like you said, in 6 touchdowns. He this says to me a jump ball kind of guy. This is a guy you want in the red zone with that height. I bet he's got a really, really nice vertical. I don't see his 40 time here, but 6'5", 214 is
4.43.
4.43. Yeah, he's and you don't want guys too fast at receiver because more than likely, Michael Irvin explained this years ago. A guy has got to be fast into his break and just as fast out of his break, and it doesn't mean necessarily straight line speed. We're not just going to run goes every time. When you run the slant, the hitch, the comeback, you've got to be able to get into the break, play drummer boy, and come out of your break just as fast. So 4.5 to 4.4 is fine. It's more than fine. You need to be looking at that 3-cone drill.
Yeah, shuffle. It's the shuttle and the 3-cone is what I like.
Yeah. See how they get it, and are they natural?
We're gonna no. I guess we'll get better numbers because they're gonna do the combine. These numbers, I guess, are gonna be different, or there's gonna be another page for that or whatever.
Yeah, these are all the numbers you're looking at are school numbers, and they tend to do it with
pretty accurate.
But a hands speed. What am I thinking? A stopwatch where it's going to be electronic at the combine, and some of these think about 1/10 of a second more on everybody you see.
Yeah,
usually is the case. But they got these camps now where you can learn to run the 40 even better on your starts and stuff because they say that's how they're going to make so much money. So it's getting kind of ridiculous here. That's in case in point, Xavier Worthy set the record last year for his 40.
I mean, San Jose State makes the most sense, right? But UNLV ain't far.
So, all right, guys. So let's recap what we've done. We traded for Simmons. We traded Moody and Samuel away, right? So that means we might need to take a kicker with the last pick.
Don't you take
but you can get Sand just in case something happens to one of our safeties.
But we took Walter Nolan, so we drastically changed our defensive line just by having him and Simmons.
I would
join Evan Anderson and Malik Collins.
Wonderful.
And we also still have Kalia Davis on the roster.
Our big package could be all 4 of those guys.
You got some good picks here.
Dude, like it's going to be
you've done. I like everything you've done.
Oh my God!
Obviously we got the offensive tackle from Minnesota.
Half a dozen.
Hopefully he can compete with McKivitz, and we can kick McKivitz into guard. We got I honestly think hybrid linebacker safety from South Carolina. I think he's going to be a linebacker. We already got our wide receiver, Trey Harris.
Yeah,
Ole Miss. We replaced Deebo right there.
We double dipped in Texas as well.
Then we got us a safety that can come up and play the slot if you wanted to in Makuba.
You got a real deal.
We got Elijah Arroyo, the tight end from Miami.
From the U.
Hopefully George will have a legit tight end too. We got Jake Majors, the best center in the draft at that pick. That was a no-brainer. If he falls that far, I don't think he will.
He better than Brindle already. We've upgraded already.
Probably.
We got QB wise. I mean, we only have one. Nope.
I don't know at this point. There's nobody that great at this point, I think. For a quarterback, I mean.
Yeah, it's just,
Like, I feel like I'd rather just pick up some guy that didn't work out on another team and try and bring him to, work out with the team and just see how he does. There's probably a lot of guys like that right now.
Oh, yeah. Gardner Minshew, Red Rifle.
How about we bring Garrett and Mason to the Niners? Mason Rudolph.
They're all running backs. Who's this Stutzman guy?
We've done that before because we had players who went at it before and they both came to the Niners.
6'4", 241. That's pretty big for a linebacker.
Yeah, so wouldn't you love to see that? If Mason is our backup and Myles Garrett is our edge and we win the Super Bowl and those guys are fucking hugging at the Super Bowl parade.
Yeah, black man, leave it on the field. We had I seen Trent Williams knock that dog shit out of Richard Sherman back when he played the
Yeah.
Commanders. Y'all seen? Y'all remember that clip? He punched him in the face.
Yo, Richard Sherman looked like when you hit a dog on his nose, and he just like not. He wasn't expecting it.
he said,
Like,
he said
what
"I
are
want to punch you in your face," and he said, "Hey, do what you do, Playboy." Boom.
Well, he did invite. He gave him an invitation. So
Yeah, and hey, but Sherman took it.
yeah, he did.
He's still standing.
All right, so it's still telling me to take a guard.
This guy-
We're all full on linebackers because we got this guy who could possibly play a safety or linebacker. I just took a linebacker and Chris Paul Jr. No relation, folks. He won't be choking in the playoffs. Okay.
Stay
Jared, you get my joke?
Yes, sir. I got you.
I couldn't help it, you know. I'm
taking
taking Jack Slater because I already looked through these guys and he's
I like him.
He's
dude.
actually the better prospect right here.
He looks, yeah.
And he sounds great. I mean, if we're gonna make a new Liam Neeson, Jack Slater.
Jackson Slater.
Yes, Private Eye.
Jared Wilson's fallen this far. Look at that.
Oh, Jared Wilson.
If you really had all these picks, I mean, I would take them and see who does better, him or Majors, and move the other one to guard if they're that good.
Look, we still have a bunch of running backs. How many picks do we have left? Not sold on Scatterboo.
Scatterboo again.
So we got this one. We got 189, and then we got 232 because of the trades we made.
Those are next year. There you go. Okay. I was like, that's a lot of picks.
This is trades we made, and does it talk about it talks about the trades we made, right?
Yeah,
draft picks received.
Good
draft picks traded. So this is who these guys got.
Yeah, we saw the green one. I didn't see the Robinson pick.
Hugh Robinson.
Players gained. Jeffrey Simmons. Players traded. Samuel Moody and Hargrave, all probably goners anyway. Think about it for a minute, right? Right?
Yeah. You know, there should be a database just like this for all the coaches to just throw their players in and be like, yo, these guys are tradable. Let's just put them in here and let's throw them around the league.
These guys got edges / linebackers. That's nuts.
Yeah. I like that. Jalen Walker is. He's an edge linebacker.
All right, where's our okay, we'll wait for that.
Burnip, I
goes the wide receiver. Geez, I think we covered the bases already.
I don't think we need any more wide receivers.
I think we've covered the bases already. Is this time to take a running back?
Yeah.
Yeah, fifth round, and you got two of them. Yeah, look at some running backs.
4.39, 5'10", 208, 7.1 yards. I wonder why it's like that, but
I don't like the Ohio State running backs. They just I got bad vibes from remember we got Sermon
Trey
Sermon. He was Ohio State, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Samson's nice. Look at that.
4.35. We got keep in mind Garindo's like 6'2", 225, and he runs a little faster than this guy.
He's special though, man. Isaac is special.
Yeah.
He can line up in the slot and be just hell on a defense.
Isaac isn't a pure runner though. If the hole is there, he's fast through it, but
yeah, he's a tackle breaker more than a finesse.
Yeah, you want somebody with vision who can make moves and see stuff, who has spidey senses and quick enough to twist hips and go. And
Scatterboo's got nice. We picked him last time, so we don't have to take him this time. But he's very good at breaking tackles, and that's what I like about him.
Yeah, and you're gonna need them later on because they tend not to get as hurt up as little scooter boots.
Jimmy Ward could be someone we even bring back, but it's probably not going to happen with Kyle.
We missed Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't think him and Kyle get along anymore because Kyle told him, "You're playing nickel or you're not playing."
Yeah.
Jimmy ain't having it. Well, things change, and it's like having the last one at the club. It's 2 o'clock. Your 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 choices diminish a little bit.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Did Dylan Sampson return kicks, or did he return kicks?
I don't know.
Sampson.
Baton Rouge.
See, that is the question of the day. I got to grab water. Be right back. BRB.
Zone of Tams, got the Tams. Dylan Sampson, he averaged 5.8 yards per carry, 5.7 a year before.
That's a lot.
6.7 years before that. He is a 90 grade for 2024. It doesn't say if he returned any punts.
That's an average that like Emmitt Smith used. That's an Emmitt Smith average
in the SEC. That carries a lot of weight. He had really good games against Kentucky, the Florida Gators, Mississippi State, the Hokies, Vanderbilt. He did all right against Ohio State and Arkansas and Oklahoma. So he can get it on
drafting him.
Yeah,
because we did go through 4 running backs last year, right?
Yeah, we're probably going to.
We had one, but we traded him we let the Rams take him.
Unfortunately.
And that's the only team who didn't need a running back.
So we got 2 draft picks left. So now's the time to shoot for the moon. Who's still left? Oh, wow.
Lampkin is pretty nice.
I honestly don't know if he's going to be drafted because of his size.
Yeah, he's little.
Rancho Cucamonga. That's where Friday.
That always reminds me of Friday too.
The thing is, though, is pad level. He will get his pads lower than the defensive lineman.
Yeah, he's built like that already.
Remember we had Poe. Is that him?
Yeah, remember Poe. Wow, you bring him old school back.
He ended up. He's a Philadelphia Eagle, guys.
Yeah, he went to the Eagles. Good for him.
SC, we drafted your homie and cut him, and he got picked up by the Panthers. So now we're looking for guards. Huh. Go figure.
This looks like a good dude right here.
Jared Wilson, Winston-Salem. I seen him on film. He's pretty.
Remember, we already drafted Jake Majors.
I mean, you can't judge a guy on his picture solely, but he looks like a very good boy, like a good kid. You know what I mean? Looks like he loves his mom and he takes care of his family and he wants to get the bag.
He's solid. You got it.
Dang,
right.
Look, look at these tight ends still on the board at 189.
Fergie. I love the mustache.
Hey,
right on the head, fire in the hole, folks. Like,
fat.
You got some. I mean, it's at this point in the draft. You look at this stuff, it can't be like too. You can't look at it too much because likely is this man probably didn't get much of an opportunity, right? You think Tyler?
True.
You think like he did, like Tyler Warren got a lot more opportunities, I'm guessing, than that guy to score, is what I'm saying.
Jasheen Davis, Wake Forest.
Well, he's got a friend on the team.
He kind of has a "I'm gonna kick your ass" smirk on his face.
It looks like they made him wear the suit. Is what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he
Look at his tie. It's not pulled up all the way. You just
that's what I look like in like my fraternity pictures when I had to borrow a suit and tie.
Yeah, he took that off right after pictures.
Yeah, it's too small for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
this dude looks serious.
And this guy
look, they couldn't make him put the suit on.
It looks like you need to give him a job, or we're all going to be looking for our
Stone Handy? That shit sounds like a future football player.
Stephen Parker.
I mean, he's got some mixed reviews there, but
Texas State.
Is that a hat?
I thought that was like a makeshift school for necessary roughness. But
Yeah.
As the combine hasn't happened yet, has it?
no, it's the 27th. Starts on the 27th. 27th or the 24th. I'll make sure.
They're saying undrafted for that guy.
Indiana, Georgia Tech, Ohio State. He's from Chicago. So you know he's tough. He's from Chicago.
Genuine smile. I like to see the genuine smile.
Run defense 96, but his tackling is 52. How does that make sense?
A lot of the kids are actually around there, believe it or not. Like only the very good ones are over like 60. If you notice. 40 times.
My dates are 27 February through March 2nd.
There you go. I think
Biggers.
somebody's doing that combine live.
Sick Biggers.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a name, though.
Biggers is great.
A recording career after this.
Ooh, tackling 38.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. A lot of these numbers, I mean, when you get out of the top 2-3 rounds, like the numbers do come down a lot on the tackling.
I'd say.
No, there it is. Yo, Ty Hamilton. That's a guy that I would like. I mean, again, we already got this position a million times, but I'm just saying this dude at this point in the draft has to be a steal for somebody, I would think.
495. That's not bad.
Senior Bowl, bro. Senior Bowl. He's still here.
79 tackling?
I'm telling you, man, this is like how the Niners do it, man. They get these guys.
Well, now,
this guy's
so
just
we got
lurking.
Simmons, we got Nolan. You know, we got Collins, but Collins we only got for 1 more year. Evan Anderson we have for 3 more years. I think Kalia Davis was on his last year, if I remember right.
And I'm saying it isn't the ideal situation, but if you picked a DT in the 7th round or whatever, and he was better than your 3rd round DT, it's okay. You got them both. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. So
well, on top of that, like you could move Mike Nolan out on the edge for running downs too.
He wouldn't have with that at all.
All right, Kenny talking me into drafting this guy.
I mean, at that point in the draft, I would.
I mean, yeah, for Walter Nolan, you can literally move Walter Nolan to the edge on running downs, right? He could probably pass rush from the edge.
I mean, yeah. You know they're going to run. I would see that would not be an issue now.
It's the last pick in the draft. You know what we got to do, right?
Did they finally take Scatterbo?
It's the last pick in the draft, and due to trading away our kicker.
Yeah, well, just so you know,
take another one.
The good kickers would still be there.
This is in the 7th round, folks.
You got a kicker. Yeah.
Where's Ryan? Where's Bryant? He'd probably be like, "You traded Moody." Oh. So we got Walter Nolan, folks. Oh, how long have we been live? 2.5 hours. This might be the last one. We got Walter Nolan. We got how in the heck do you even pronounce that first name? Ursary.
Ariante Ursary.
Yeah,
Ariante Ursary. Okay. We got Nick Imanwuri, and he's gonna make a man worry. You know.
Yeah.
We got Trey Harris.
Trey Day,
the wide receiver from Ole Miss. That's probably Deebo's because we did trade Deebo. Andrew Mukuba, which is a hybrid safety corner.
Draft crush.
Elijah Arroyo, our hopefully future tight end 1 when George Kittle decides to hang up the cleats.
Arroyo's a Spanish name. I like that guy.
Jake Majors. Hopefully he can beat out Brindle. Make him a Walmart greeter. Oh.
A Muppet can beat out Brindle.
Brindle's already had. He's
the
already
Cookie Monster. Our starting center.
Already have played as much as he has.
Chris Paul Jr., no relation, folks. He's not going to choke in the playoffs. We got some linebacker depth going on. Jackson Slater, who played at a small school at Sacramento State, but he's a local guy. Running back, this is in round 5. Dylan Sampson, and he's a
Sampson.
speedy guy. Another defensive tackle, which this would be, we're literally just got done adding 3 defensive tackles to the roster here. So there should be some serious competition going on in the trenches there.
He could be the Brock Purdy of defensive tackles.
Yeah. And we got Ryan Fitzgerald, the kicker from Florida, to replace Moody. Hopefully he's better.
That's pretty good.
Hey, we got a guard, a center, and an offensive tackle, though, in this draft.
Solid.
We got one. So we need to improve on the trenches, right? We got 2 defensive linemen. They're interior, but Walter Nolan could probably switch back and forth.
You got some solid.
I actually like what we did here.
It is a very good draft. If we come away like that, that's a pretty good draft, dude.
And we acquired
next year. Good Lord.
Yeah, picks for next year too.
Yeah, so if we screw it up, we just double down next year.
That's right.
You got a whole draft.
Yeah, these guys are talking.
Yeah, you got a whole.
So the draft picks I traded. This is who's taken. You have Mike Green, edge from Marshall, and that's. I mean, he was ranked 28th, but the Bengals and Hendrickson seem to be having some sort of issue. So maybe this is some foreshadowing going on here.
Wow, that would be a shame.
The Tennessee Titans took Q Robinson.
Q, that.
Edge guy. Okay.
Can't blame him. That was part of the trade for Simmons right there.
Mullings. I like Mullings.
It was Deebo, and this pick is what we traded for Simmons.
Yeah,
but Mullins, the running back at 228 for Chicago.
Not bad.
And then we gained Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle from Tennessee, a very, very good interior defensive lineman. And of course, we traded 3 guys that are, I think, goners. I mean,
Yeah, every indication says that they're no longer going to be San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
That's right. I honestly think that was kind of crazy. We made some serious trades. We moved up, we moved back even, and gained some draft capital.
We did.
We traded some draft capital away with some players. We pretty much ended up with the same amount of picks. I'm not going to lie. It's just we ended up with better picks than 3 7th rounders, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very solid draft, man.
I mean, that's going to be a nice craft. Those last 3 picks are going to be fun, but I don't know if we're going to hit them.
Chris Paul just unsubscribed.
He was watching too.
Now, folks, don't forget. I'm trying to get to 200. I'm at 194.
Get that man to 200 likes. Subscribe. Hit the channel. Like and subscribe to David, my man DMC, and subscribe to David.
I think it's been a great show as always. Thanks for joining this week, Terradome. I appreciate you, buddy. I know you can't make it every week.
I enjoyed it, man. We're usually always simpatico on the draft. We've been at it. I know last year we were trying to get linemen, and they just stuck it to us, dude. When the owner said, he tweeted out, "Let's kick this year off right." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And we went for the kicker. I guess that was 2 years ago, man. Come on, dude. But we're all.
It's kind of and the report that came out, and Shanahan doesn't really highly value offensive linemen because it's a scheme. You can scheme around you can scheme around your quarterback getting hit and hurt. You can scheme around that.
It don't make sense, man. It don't make sense, and I don't want to push back too bad, but. Dude, I've been watching this game. I played lineman, I played linebacker, I played fullback, safety. I played a lot of positions in college and as well as high school. Dude, you can't do it without the trenches. It just don't happen. You can't get subpar guys. You can't do that. You just can't do it. Nobody has pulled that out. Nobody has pulled that off. And just because you're a contrarian and you think differently than everybody else, that doesn't mean you have the right answer, dude. You're not the smartest guy in the room. Just get the best players available. Run the ball. Run the ball, man. Just the obvious answer is just what it is. In 911, we say, if you hear hooves, look for horses and not zebras. Just do the right. Just it's obvious. Don't mess this up.
That's exactly it. So Terror Dome. Now this week, folks, Terror Dome goes live every Tuesday and Thursday morning. Well, what time do you go live, buddy?
Around 10 o'clock-ish. It might get pushed a little bit. I get off work at like 7. I might have a meeting till 8, and then I have to get in and take the trash out and all that good stuff. But 10 is always the goal. And I'm going to be hopefully we'll be talking about Brock Purdy getting his contract. I really feel that was the genesis of everything for the last year. Everybody's just been so worried about how much money you're going to pay Brock that they started just going on money grabs and saying, well, I want my piece. I want my piece. You're going to play Brock. I want my piece. And that became the focus of a Super Bowl championship team, money. So let's just pay the man, get him his money, and now let's just move forward. And I will be showing people why you pay Brock Purdy the money that he so richly deserves, because these other ones making 55, 60 million, they haven't scratched the surface to what Brock Purdy has done.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to pay Brock a lot of money when he's better than Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott makes a shit ton of money.
There it is.
Spongy thinks they cut Poe.
Yeah.
Hold on. Spongy?
Oh, we found a girlfriend for Spongy, maybe.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Maybe it's his mom.
Eventually, Spongy will get a girlfriend, and he'll never talk to us again.
Now, I do read the chat. It's kind of on the side because I got like right now, folks. It's like, where is it?
Yeah,
right.
I admit
the world is ending.
Whoa.
Okay, there you go.
We had double.
There were two of me. See, that's why I said the world is ending.
Double.
You know, this week, Monday, it's Niners Coast to Coast. I'm trying to think if it's on my or Ty's channel. I think it's my turn.
I thought it was just on your channel.
Was it just on my channel last week?
I think so.
And it's on the Stay Faithful podcast. I'd have to refer to our Twitter, our small Twitter group to see. But I think it's on the Stay Faithful podcast, folks. So that's Niners Coast to Coast on Monday. Of course, Corey Davis 49er Wednesday. And we're about to start doing maybe some trivia. I'm actually gonna look up some Niner trivia, some stuff that isn't common, weird stuff that people ain't gonna know.
Oh wow!
And again, it's also a talk your ass show, so of course we're gonna do that. And tune into Power 32 podcast because that's Kenny. That's what Kenny's got going on.
Power 32.
Right. Yeah. Last week they were supposed to have a great guest, but that some sort of incident happened with their
it wasn't a great guest, but we had a get not to disparage him. I just mean we didn't have like a celebrity or like an ex-player coming on, and we just had like a fan coming on. But they actually are going to become part of our show pretty much permanently. So we might be going to 3 people soon. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
So they better go get their laptop fixed.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then of course, Saturday night we'll be here doing it all again. I gotta think of some crazy stuff to top tonight though. So that might be tough, but I will.
Y'all still be on with Levi on Fridays to do the gaming? And
No.
The Jackbox, it's currently no.
Okay.
It may come.
It has a lot to do with like he doesn't want to pay for StreamYard at this point. I'm thinking about just adding them to mine because I get it by the year, so I get a discount. You know, I pay the annually just once and get a good discount on it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about just adding them to mine, but we'll see how that all works out. You know,
Cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Show up, folks. Mock draft episode 4. That's
All
right.
Sweet hoodie. I wish I would have known. Do y'all have it on the same hoodie?
No, I have a Puma. I got a Puma on.
Oh, okay. I saw the Nike, the swoosh. I thought, damn.
I got a Reebok one that's close to the same color too.
And
So
I have
like,
I have a Levi's one.
I'm trying to find a gold one.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I'd get that.
It's hard. You know, even
Yeah,
like
you got
the
the
internet
close
sites,
up
it's
there.
kind of hard to find a nice one.
I'd get weed ash all over that thing.
Holes in it.
It would be a mess. Cigarette burns all over.
Oh, wow. All right, folks. Well, everyone, thanks for coming. Have a fantastic night. Thanks to my
Thank you,
great
everyone.
guests here. You know, you guys are always welcome to come. And as Corey Davis says, go 49ers and F all 31.